Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the No Frillz podcast, episode 48. Thank you guys so much for the warm welcome. The No Frillz podcast. We are keeping it pretty consistent out here. But yeah, the Road Dogs, IFCYipeS, and of course to the right of me,
Chris Matrix, you already know People's Comments here to back at you with another banger. Happy Monday, y'all.
Happy Monday.
We her. And, you know, you guys might not recognize this person right here. You know what I mean? Because last time you seen him, he was probably like 2 feet shorter, no facial hair, you know what I mean? But he done grew up some. But tell the people who you are.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for having me, guys. Chris, Yipes. It's Winrich, man.
it's Winrich, man. Yo,
It's Winrich, man.
Winrich,
man.
What?
What?
Who are you?
Winrich, man.
Like,
You haven't heard of me?
Like Noah turned Asian or something?
How dare you?
You said, what was your name? Tell me your name.
Winrich.
It was really awkward for me.
Well, everything's awkward for you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
You know?
You're free.
You know what? Let's.
So it's pretty cool. You know, I gave Winrich the call last minute, and he actually was down to pull up, and then it's perfect timing because apparently you off on Monday. So that's
Yes, sir.
there you go. But yeah, first and
guys.
foremost, Winrich.
Oh, D, man.
Yo, bring it in, brother. Bring it freaking in. This is crazy. Years later.
My guy, bro.
So,
This
you know,
my guy.
here in the No Frillz podcast, what we like to showcase here is just the people that we grown to respect and just watch grow, you know, et cetera, whether it be old school, new school, whatever the case is. You was definitely on the list for the No Frillz podcast for a long time. We was actually trying to get you for the first season. But for my guest list. I know Chris got his guest list. I got my guest list, you know what I mean? So it's pretty crazy, you know, down the line, even with everything going on, that we can still make this happen. So it's pretty cool, man. Winrich, how the hell are you, bro?
Yo, the past 2 years has been crazy, guys. I'm happy to see you guys. You guys look great.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank
man.
you,
You
thank
too,
you.
bro.
You look great.
You look great. Shoot.
My guy. Nah, but I mean, you know, I'm good, bro. I'm just busy, kind of getting into adulthood a little bit.
Right.
You know, responsibilities, things like that. But I am still the same. You know, I still be kind of playing. I'll be watching like what's going on and stuff in the community. But
Okay.
everything's good. A-okay.
That's what's up. That's what we like to hear, man. Good. Yo, this is crazy. The reason why I'm smiling so much is because, you know, obviously with everything going on in the world, it's just good to see familiar faces all the time.
Facts.
You know,
facts.
and you was definitely every tournament that we went to, whether it was a Big E tournament, an ECT, just anything in the tri-state, you was there. I actually seen you in the break before too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
bro.
like, it's pretty cool. Just a year later, we could all get back together and just talk the shit. But man, here in the note, you got something to say before we move forward?
I'm cheesy.
Yeah,
Y'all
me
see
too, I'm
cheesing
cheesing,
right
for
now.
real, for real.
You know, I haven't seen this guy forever. Actually, last time I seen him, he was a boy. Now he's a man.
He's a man.
He's a grown man right now.
He got a
it's
whip,
crazy.
B. I see the IG. I see what you be flexing, man.
I gotta peep the IG. I gotta peep it.
Got good credit, huh?
It's calm. We building it. We getting there. We getting there.
Okay, right on.
Insurance crazy right now, but we building it. We good.
Shoot, man.
Insurance is crazy.
But
right
look,
now.
man, here at the No Frills podcast, what we like to do is we like to talk about the humble beginnings of our guests. You know, you're going to take the floor and you're going to take us down memory lane. When did you start playing video games? Let's start right there.
Oh man.
Let's talk right there. Especially your age, I want to know exactly what you started with.
Yo, video games, I mean, it's tough. Like when you were a kid, you just love games. You know,
Right.
when you just a youngin. And like I grew up with I'm like the baby of my family, and I grew up with like 3 older siblings. So I'd always bug them, you know, in terms of like, yo, you got games on your phone, things like that.
Okay.
But like my older brother had like the systems and stuff. You know, he had the PS2. That's one of the most things that I like played on earlier. And he had a full assortment. Like he would like come back from the Philippines, and then there would be like a little disc, like a blank disc, and you pop it in the PS2, and it'd be mad games.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We know those.
And then he also had a copy of Marvel 2, and then I played that. And then just kind of being a kid in New York, you know, like in the laundromats, you see a cabinet, and you just want to like play on it, you know, like that shit is fire. We play on it. I'd always bug him to play it, even if like 3 out of the 6 buttons don't work. It's still fun.
Oh yeah.
You know. And then like my dad would take me to, like, we would go to Chinatown like as a family, and you know, of course, like they took me to Chinatown Fair, and like going there, I see all like the cabinets, and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. And he would take me like kind of early, so it'd be a little empty. So I'd be able to like get a couple games in, see what's up, and then I mean,
How much money your parents gave you?
Yo, honestly, I can't even remember, but shout out to them because I feel like it was always like enough. Even if I didn't play that many games, like I had a good time every time I went there. You know, like even it would be like three or so. It would be like 3 games, and then maybe watch other people play. But you know, play arcade mode a little bit, see what's up, see like different characters.
Yeah.
But then you know, and then got into that. For some reason, like I had a real affinity for fighting games because like they're simple and they kind of go back to like that arcade style. I'm not really like a controller player.
Okay.
Like that's the thing. Like I like video games, but I'm more of just like maybe an admirer, like in terms rather than
got
like
you.
playing them because you know it's video games are pretty time consuming. But
Yes, they are.
you know, I definitely keep up with what's new and like things going on. But yeah, and speaking into like the arcade stuff, I'd go to CF as like I'd get older, and then that's when like the Street Fighter 4 cabinets came in, and then like
Did you try Street Fighter 4?
you know there I don't think I ever played Street Fighter 4 there because those cabinets are always so like I remember seeing Sanford, yeah, crazy. I remember seeing Sanford doing like 3 with Cammy 3 like tiger knee
Dive kicks,
and I was like, yo, that's crazy. And I see like mad people back when like the quarter was on the side, and like at first I didn't understand what that meant as like when I was younger, and I was like, oh, they got next. And I was like, I see mad quarter, and I'm just like, oh, never mind.
Damn, I'm mad. I'm in the back of the bus. Oh man, I already know.
But then like I would play things like Marvel 2. I'd play things like Guilty Gear. I think they had a Guilty Gear cab there.
Yes, they did.
And then I'd play like what else did I play? I played like they had Rumblefish.
Fire.
I played that one game. I didn't really know what I was doing, but it was fun. Definitely fun. But then I think probably where I think was taking fighting games serious was then I think Superhead came out already, so they had an old Street Fighter 4 cabinet not used. So I was like, now it's my time to shine. Let me play on it real quick. This is fire. The graphics look great. And I remember like actually using the concept of like combos and like actual like things to do to like actually win the match. So like I would start off with like a jump in heavy kick, sweep, 2-hit combo, and I'd see it like add up. So I'm like, oh, okay, so like that's a thing, you know, like
Yep.
And then I would graduate into like jump in, medium kick into like Tatsu, or like medium kick into fireball, and then I see 3-hit combo, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then you know, obviously, like you do the EX, and you're just like, yo. So just those feelings made me get a fight stick. Like I had asked my mom like for Christmas, I was like, hey, like if you guys can just, you know, if you guys can all chip in, like I just really want one thing. Can I just get like an arcade stick? And yo, you know, they made it happen. And it was a fire stick too. It was like it wasn't the original TE. It was like I forgot. It was like a TE.
Was it like really small? Like it was like a box?
No. It was actually the rectangle one. It was like gray. Yeah, it wasn't like, yeah, it was great. Because I remember the Mad Cats ones, which were red. Yeah. The classic. Those are fire too, those sticks. But
sounds familiar. I know. Yeah. I'm thinking not Kwamba.
No, it was a Mad Cats.
It was a Mad Cats.
It was a Mad Cats, and it was rectangle. And
I gotta remember that thing.
But it was heavy too. It was hefty. Like it was a good one. And like I remember just kind of like getting more into it, playing more, also watching more, because while I love playing video games, I love watching it. I love watching people play them, you know, things like that. And then that's where I had seen like tournament footage, and obviously like, you know, Justin 2009 run, like Evo run, you know, losing to Daigo. And like I'm just like, yo, how can I get into tournaments? And I'm like, yeah, I live in New York. There has to be. And then with Chinatown Fair, like there has to be something. And then I'll do like little locals. And I remember my first tournament, I went like 0-2, and like it's you're just like damn. Well, that's it. Like
In what game?
4 Street Fighter
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
character were you using?
That was about to
Ryu,
say.
bro.
I like that.
I ain't got nothing. At the time, I'm still working out. So like, yo, let me get this jump in sweep combo real quick.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
my dollars worth. 2-piece whole lot.
No, and like also FADC Ultra, like that shit is fire when you hit it. Like, ooh, like, yeah.
He said Mets. He said Mets.
And like, I remember I went 0-2, but I hit that. Like I hit a jump in, like a cross up jump in into like a uppercut Ultra, and I was like, yo, this is fire. Like this is good, man.
Need to land this more.
Yeah, like yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I mean, little by little, you just keep. I only went to like a couple more. Like shout out to my mom supporting me, like pulling up with me. I was probably like 11, 10, playing this game. At some mall in Flushing, which isn't even around anymore. It's crazy. It all comes full circle. I work in Flushing now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Marvel came out, Marvel 3. Got a little more serious with that. As you get older, you start to kind of practice more, practice with a purpose more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
like what's up? And I'd go to CF, and then that's when, even though CF was kind of declining at the time because, the new age with arcades, they had like little cabinets there with with Xboxes or PS3s and Marvel 3, vanilla Marvel 3.
Yeah.
And there, I would play. I would be nice too, and they would be like, I hear people in the crowd like, "Oh, yo, like he's nice." And then there, I met Ray Ray, and Ray Ray looked different now too, with the ponytail and everything.
Yeah.
And he was fucking me up, bro. Like he was
What
nice.
what team were you using? What was your first team?
At the time, I had like Wesker, Dormammu, and like some assists, maybe Akuma. Yeah, like that's a classic vanilla team that I was playing. Wesker, Dormammu, Akuma, and like I remember like incomings were mad stiff in that game. So like you would kill the character, I would back up and I would like shoot the gun and then teleport, and you could confirm from that.
Yeah.
And I remember people like, yo, is that a guard break?
No, you're just getting shot.
And I was just like, you're just getting shot, bro.
Yeah.
Do I frighten you?
But then, and then actually playing Ray, who had like a crazy offense still, which is way more polished now, obviously. But he had the concept of drones and like movement. And like at the time, I'm still like super jumping is still a little weird to me in that game because it's just like, oh, I got to think of that. I got to think of teching air throws,
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, I just learned from that. And then getting those games in were fun. And again, like going to little locals, doing a little better,
At that time, did you have the game on console yet?
Yeah, I had the game
Okay,
on
okay,
console.
okay.
I mean, around that time, I was still actively playing video games. I feel like I probably had stopped like having a console around like 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But then I was really playing because I mean, other than like school and like chilling with friends, you would really just play.
Yeah.
And then little by little, I go to my first major, do pretty bad in that, and then that one hurt a little bit, like drowning in pools.
Major?
First major, ECT.
Shout out to ECC.
I don't even remember which one, but I remember who I lost to though, and I was salty.
Oh, talk about it.
I lost to Magneto. I lost to like a Magneto Wesker Akuma. That's cheap team. DHC glitch, kill you, touch you, and then Magneto was just OD in that game. I couldn't block a tri-dash to save my life, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something you definitely got to get accustomed to.
Yeah.
Coming in from like Street Fighter 4, you see somebody like dancing on your head. Hell yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
different.
bro. And then I got clipped by that, and then I got clipped by, and this is vanilla Doom too, so it's a little weaker. But I got beat by a Doom Hagar Phoenix team, and that shit was cheap. Like, and he beat me off straight fundamentals. Me being aggressive, like I think about it now, like those Hagar teams were so strong in that game because you catch somebody overextending and you got like an eternity to confirm, and that shit hurt too, The Vanilla 3 just hurt in general.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. And Phoenix was OD. And it was a guy from Essex. That's how I know. He's from Connecticut.
SX, yep.
Yeah, Essex. Oh, and the Magneto that beat me from Canada, his name was Smokey.
Smokey.
Yeah.
Oh, Smokey. MTL, I think it is. Montreal. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And I
Smoke
was
shot
just-
Smokey.
Yeah, and then SX beat me, and then I was just a little like salty, and I was just like, yo, what do I need to take to just get it to like the next level? And then with more experience, I get to know more people. You know, Chris G, Ray, Moons. Speak to Moons a lot. Marlon Pie when he would come out. And then, you know, they would just kind of like help me throughout the years. And I'd just see like tournament play, you know, where it's like the decisions really matter.
Yeah.
Decisions really matter. And like you got to really make the right call sometimes. And then also later on, like when I get kind of in a team, like in like local battles, which was more just like, which was really calm. Like I shout outs to them, yo. They pretty much got me out to coming to more events.
Yeah.
You know?
Look bad.
So it's crazy. So around that time, so this is when I started seeing you come around. I definitely seen you in the Big E events. And I think I did it. Which?
Shout out to Big E, man. Yeah, those events were fire too.
Yeah.
Damn, let me see. I know definitely I seen you. Was it the Big Two? Was the Big Two was still going on?
Big Two. And I remember
was
when
it Big Two or was it
we did Guard Crush.
Yeah,
Guard Crush.
Yeah.
Guard Crush was like latter years. I was probably in like the last one where it was like Super Street Fighter 4. And then, you know, those tournaments, I never really went. I went out to them, but they were type far. I'm not gonna lie. As a little kid, like I would have to bug people to like get me rides and stuff, and it'd be like a 45-minute.
No, they
drive,
were
and
far.
like, yo,
They were
tough.
far. Troop taking that troop. Oh yeah, I know.
Definitely. I remember the crew that was definitely rooting you on a lot. And this when I started noticing that you was playing a lot. It was Alyssa and Chris G. Yeah.
Yeah.
Around that time, yeah, that was like the crew
My
that
guys,
you was
yeah,
pulling
man.
up with and stuff. And I was like, man, look at this kid, bro. And it's crazy because years later, you smoked my shit in the.
Yeah, bro. I remember that.
He said he smoked my shit in the tournament. Yeah. I had to come all the way. I think, yeah, we both made top 8 that tournament.
Yeah.
So but I had to climb all the way up. You sent me like to the hell where all the Phoenixes was at and shit.
Oh shit. Yeah,
So
bro.
he was good. Well, no, that was good stuff, man.
Yeah, that was Summer Jam too. I remember that. That was.
Did you get third or
I got third.
You got third.
I
that
lost
one.
to Ray, but then.
Yeah.
I think I got too comfortable after winners finals, and I was just like, the intensity wasn't there, you know, and I see that. Like I should have. I
So
took my foot off the gas, you know.
No, that's what happens. That's the momentum, bro.
And
If you don't keep that shit.
yeah, and I was playing Ray on autopilot, and he was really just kicking me with Ryu. Like he was just really hitting me. He kept hitting me, and I was just like, yeah, I'm getting hit.
Take.
I remember something now. Damn, you got me strolling down memory lane on this.
Yeah,
I love
man.
it, bro. Hey,
I remember
talk
something.
about
what's
it.
up?
And it bugged me, and I thought it was mad grimy.
Oh no,
So-
what I do now?
No, you did nothing.
Oh,
All you
okay,
did was
good.
play well.
I'm dead.
So I remember we went to some random tournament
Say the
in
match.
Jersey.
Okay, Jersey. All right.
It was like in a computer lab type store.
Local battles. I remember seeing you out
actually
there.
in local battles, right? And it was a tournament where you got to the grand finals, and you were playing Master
CJ.
And this was fucked up, right? Because this was back then when, you know, what I mean, cats was getting top 2 in tournaments. The cats was splitting.
Right.
You're like, yo, you know, you want to chop? Yeah. Cats was splitting. Winrich was like, yo, you want to chop? He was like, so I can't do that for you. He went like, he did just like that. He said, you got to prove yourself first, little man.
Oh, yeah,
I was like,
I think he did do that. CJ,
I was
right?
like, yo, that was fucking grimy, bro. CJ chops with everybody he plays in grand finals, and then Winrich gets in grand finals, and then he don't want to chop with him because he's confident he's gonna beat him.
You know what's up.
Man,
No, but you know, shout
And
out to
I-
Master CJ though.
Yeah, it's no hate, no hate.
yeah,
bro.
That's my guy.
but
You said that was great. Yo,
That was
that's
grimy.
throwback.
But
You know
you
what's
know what?
crazy?
I think I was
probably-
talking to Coach Steve too about that. I don't remember if Coach Steve was there, but it might have been Coach. It might have been.
I was
Ray.
at the Arc when I heard about that shit. Was it streamed?
It was streamed. It was streamed.
Yes,
No, it was
yes.
definitely
I remember that
streamed.
tournament, bro. I beat Marlon Pie.
Yeah, you was on your shit.
I remember
bro.
that
Beat
tournament.
Marlon Pie that
When
tournament.
Rich was humble, he was hype, you know, but he was cool. And he was like, yo, you want to chop? CJ, man. Shout out to
Damn.
Master
And then
man.
CJ, he
Yo,
was playing some janky
You was wrong
team.
for that, bro. You was wrong for
Wesker,
that.
yeah, Wesker, Dormammu, Magnus.
No, that one he was working on Storm, Amaterasu, Sentinel.
That team sounds trash.
Yeah.
But he would DHC glitch.
Oh,
so
I
you good.
forgot
right,
about
yeah.
You
that
good. You
shit.
good with it.
Yeah.
You would build the meter, and you build mad easy meter with like a storm flight combo, elemental into slowdown, and then you
Yeah.
kill.
I forgot about that DAC glitch,
That
man.
shit rubbed me the wrong way, man.
I'm weak.
Dang,
You know,
you threw
That shit messed my energy.
thank you for bringing that. I probably hit that deep into my subconscious. Now it's
Facts.
back, and now I'm thinking I am tight. Yo, Master CJ, what's up, bro? Why'd you do that, bro? That's crazy.
Yo.
My man CJ did not split with this guy.
Yeah,
Had he
man.
made it to Ray, Coach, anybody or Chris G, he like split, heartbeat.
Hey, but it's all good because you know every other player that I'd be split, cool.
I know, but that's
Yeah.
cool though because you needed that.
No,
though.
you gotta exactly. You, gotta learn
I mean,
that.
iron sharpens iron. You gotta go through that. You
And
know what I
It's
mean?
true. It is.
when I was like kind of winning tournaments, you know, I was cool like that too. But then if they're not gonna say anything,
You're
we're
not
gonna
bring it
play.
up. Right? Yeah.
No,
yeah,
we're gonna
straight
play.
up. Yeah.
Like you know, because I'm in winners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I only really
for
need
sure.
3. So
So let's just clear this out the air because I don't want people to think like we was all freaking explaining on some crazy shit. It was literally amongst the homies.
it's
Obviously,
not.
we
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, it was like with the homies and stuff. Like we'll chop it up or whatever the case is, and then we'll go eat right after. Type shit,
But
you
the
know?
reason for the splits though were because usually the two people playing each other, like nobody was guaranteed the victory. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, that's what-
so
yeah.
it was out of a mutual respect thing to split.
On
you know
top
what
of
I mean?
that, yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but because you know he was confident that Winrich wasn't gonna beat him because that was Winrich's first time there in the grand finals. You know
It's
what I
true.
mean?
It's true. Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, you got to prove yourself first,
Hey,
little
I mean,
man."
hey, it is what it is, right?
Little man, huh?
Yeah.
Um,
I was like, "Oh, okay."
But you know, and also I was just thinking about it too. Sometimes in those like NLBC Big 2 tournaments, when Marvel was like the last game, we would have to wait for Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
That
go,
shit took
right?
mad long.
Yeah.
Nah. And
Yeah.
it'd be crazy. Sanford versus Dominion Boy, and then like Sagat versus Guile, and then Sanford
Thank you,
resets,
thank you,
and then it goes 2-3. Yo.
Yo, it said like Sonic boom.
Yo,
Sonic
it's crazy. So I used to lock in, right? So I used to lock in
Oh
watching
my
those.
God.
It's funny that you say that. So it's either I was there in person or I was watching it at home. Usually I was watching it at home, but every time I seen Sanford and Kev in the finals, I just didn't want to watch it because I've seen them so many times in the art.
Yeah.
It was
exactly.
it was
Yeah,
literally
bro,
like
I know they go at it.
Yeah.
it was like an
rivalry's
episode
crazy.
of freaking Frieza and Goku the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was literally that. You know what I mean? Every single time.
Uncut.
Until one of them fought Smug in the finals. Like, okay, let me watch. Let me see if they get him.
Oh yeah, Smug. Then
Yeah, yeah.
he started to shake things up a little bit, you know.
Duff City.
Oh, he shook shit up already. He shook Dome's legs. He shook a lot of shit.
Yo, facts. Dudley was crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Smug
man.
was one of my favorite players too. Watching that, I mean, but I was already done playing Street Fighter, but I was like, yo, this is nuts,
He's exciting.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's exciting.
super. And Dudley hit hard, bro. Yeah.
That over. He be like,
That was a roundhouse starter though. Like
keep it classy.
so overhead, that was a roundhouse kid.
Mm.
That led it to shit. But now we don't want to talk
Yeah,
about that. We spoke about that already.
Smug. Yeah, we had him
We
on
had
here.
Smug on the show.
Know what I mean, we had you on his smug.
Nah, but it's love though, man. But yo, all right, so okay, so let me ask you this. Now that you're coming up, first of all, shout out to your parents. Because they definitely sound like they showed a lot of love and they literally let you do something that you really wanted to do at the time.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I mean?
let you travel.
Yeah.
for
That's
it.
Oh.
pretty sick. Because a lot of people actually
up,
don't get
straight
that don't get that privilege because you know sometimes the parents will be scared. Be like, yo, I don't want my son out there. You feel what I'm
That's true.
saying?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
they'll just feel like, you know, video games is a waste of time. That's either or. That's pretty much the balance there when it comes to like parenting. So
Yeah.
big ups to your parents to
Word.
let you get in the mix, and we got to meet you, you know what I mean, watch you grow, so which is pretty cool.
Were they hitting you with the, you know, when you go on some place, like call me when you get there?
Well, my mom, yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
my mom,
we
100%.
got here safe. We got here.
yeah, and you know, my mom exactly. She put a huge amount of trust into letting me, you know, go out on the weekends to like another. Like I think about it now, like in hindsight, I'm like, that's kind of crazy, you know, like letting like a 13-year-old kid, like just go out. You know, he could be doing whatever,
Well,
but
you said you the baby, right?
I'm the baby.
So usually like that the younger ones have more freedom than the
That's
older.
true. No, that's 100%
You know
true
what I mean?
too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can test that. I'm the youngest from the family.
That's a fact. The oldest got to go through the bullshit. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing.
I keep it a buck. It's true.
Yeah, Yipes is the little
Yeah,
brother.
it's true.
He's
I
the
get
little
it, I
brother.
get
He
it.
I'm the
he
youngest from the
baby.
family.
Straight
I got
up,
an
baby.
older brother, older sister, so yeah.
And also shout out to like everybody in the FGC or just in the community that like took care of me as a youngin, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout my time there, I have really no negative things to say. Like,
Good, man.
everybody
Good.
was real great. Shout outs to Andre Bufuteki, you know. Shout outs to Chris G. Shout outs to. I remember so random. We went on a little bus to Seasons Beatings. That was the furthest I went driving too. like 12 hours, 12-hour drive.
It's a mission.
Oh,
I did that one.
What year
shit.
was that? What year was that one?
That was Vanilla Marvel 3. That was
2011.
Yeah, that was the crazy one where
That shit should have got
and
burned in flames.
that
Yeah, I know.
that one, that major right there really got me into like competing and like seeing everybody, seeing Justin, seeing Champ talking crazy shit, being a dickhead. And like smoking people, and I'm like looking at Champ. He has like more Magneto Dorm Sentinel, and I'm like, he's not that good, but he keeps like killing people. And then Flocker, like seeing DJ Hoshin came up.
Cats
that
was there. Damn.
Yeah, bro.
was a classic.
That was one of the, and you know the streaming wasn't that like. So they have like, and you know, like if you see those streams now, they're like 480p.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
It's
But
fuzzy. The sound audio's all fuzzy.
Yeah, what they and like when they'd scream into the mic, it would cut off.
Yes. Yes.
But like those events were crazy. Yeah. Ski Sonic going nuts.
He did that too.
Yo, bro.
It's true.
But exactly. I mean, but then they had some of the best like non-streamed matches, money matches. You know, it's crazy, man. Unknown Noel Brown. You know.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, bro.
You sicked me to Visant. Remember, we took his money.
Viscount, bro. Exactly. That tournament had me like being a competitor, and then also at a young age, I realized like visualizing things that it's pretty good. I used to think about like, yo, I'm gonna meet Viscount in grand finals. I'm gonna snap Phoenix in, and I'm a smoker. Like like I'm gonna get the thing.
You had you shadow boxing already. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice.
But yeah, man, good times. And then like everybody in the community that really, every time I see them, chop it up. What's up? Like always. Even when I went to CF, like as a young kid, I know that everybody was really good. I remember seeing Desmond at the big MVC2 going crazy with Sentinel. And like,
yeah, that's our Desmond.
That's our Desmond.
Yeah. And I was just watching, and like, everybody was very respectful. Everybody was great,
Yeah, I'm glad that you
see it, man.
that you had that great of experience, because I'm not gonna lie. So like me coming up in the scene, right? Like especially like in tournament. This was like around like Marvel 3 when I started seeing your stuff. Anytime I seen somebody young, I just made sure that they was cool. Like even if you didn't notice, we was all watching. We all made sure that everybody was cool. You know what I mean?
That's love, my guy.
Gary's no, for sure it's love, man. Gary was one of them too. Remember Gary played a MODOK?
Yeah. Oh man,
yeah.
that kid was mad cool, and his family was real cool too. His pops was always there, and they would always like tell me like, oh, like we come out here, and he has a lot of fun, and just like this is awesome, man. Like
No, it's cool. But anytime I seen the youth, man, I just made sure, nobody was in an unsafe situation. Like I was like, oh, the kids is cool, and then I always made sure who you was around. Yeah, I definitely seen you with Bifu and Alexis and shit at times. Steve, Coach Steve.
Steve, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty dope, man. And a credit to you and your come up, Winrich, because not a lot of kids at that time actually had that privilege to have that arcade culture. Like you was young and you talking about laundromats and Chinatown. Like, wow, a lot of kids, bro. If I had a kid your age at the time pulling up right now, they'll tell me, yo, they started with like Xbox 360 or something like that, which is nothing wrong with that, but that's pretty cool that you actually got to experience some of that arcade culture, man, before CF left the door. So
no, it's true. The arcades are different, man. Like it's sad that it's not sad, but just that's how just time goes. Things just get more advanced and things get more convenient. So going out to an arcade, spending money per game, like it's not ideal.
No,
but
it's not
I love
optimal.
arcades.
It's not optimal.
I love arcades, and I feel like I'm a little bit of I feel like I'm a little bit of an old soul when it comes to that, because it's just like the reason why I don't really play most of the newer games is just because they don't really intrigue me. I like the more simple games. Like I like, watching Tetris, like just like a regular Tetris game or like a competitive Tetris game. Like that's fun, Like so simple, but like you see that they elite. They move in them shapes, bro. But like things like that, or like head-to-head fighting games, things like real simple. I like the simplicity in that, but I do appreciate the newer stuff and how they make things more accessible, which is good, and like gaming has definitely come a long way too. Now everybody at work talks about gaming, and I feel kind of out of place as somebody who used to who would go to tournaments, but I'd just be like, oh, that's the new one, that's cool.
Yeah, like that was your world, right? You know what I mean? Like you're like, yo, that used to be me. That was me. I did that.
the arcade culture. Also, being like my family being from the Philippines, they would big that up all the time because arcades are there's still arcades in the Philippines, which is dope. And every time I go there, sometimes I'll take a quick stop, play a little bit, you know.
Oh man,
Champ goes to this spot. Talking about the joint Champ goes? Talking about the Philippines?
Where they be playing Marvel 2.
Mike been there, James been there, right?
Champ, yeah.
You know the name of that arcade?
They're usually at the malls. I think there's a time zone. Time zone is like the more popular arcades. It's kind of like Dave and Buster's styles now, but they have cabinets still. But I think the one Champ plays at, because I'm actually in that MVC2 Philippines like thread on Facebook, and I be seeing like the stuff they be like going to. They go to which is like the mall, which is like a mall brand.
Yeah, something in the mall.
Somewhere either in like near the city or also by kind of a little out of the way from the city, like maybe 30 minutes out. Well, like an hour with traffic, you know. But they be cracking out there too, and I think they play on low damage too.
They do. I was gonna say that.
I think they actually
play on low damage settings. I forgot why they said they do that.
No, so they could save money. They didn't have that much money, so they just to put some bang for their buck.
And that
they rocked out.
That's why a lot of them use Iron Man too.
Iron Man, Strider Doom.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Usually Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man is definitely top tier.
because the Infinite is gonna do the same amount of hits because it's based on hits.
Champ told me something along the lines of, shout out to Champ. The last time I spoke to him, he said, I think they was starting to gravitate to the regular damage.
Yeah.
The normal damage.
Yeah,
so
getting back into modern. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if they still doing that now, but I think it's pretty cool that they made a meta. They made a meta just for them. You know, that's pretty cool. You know, at the end of the day, Justin has been out there. I actually owe him a visit.
Yeah, Justin ran 2 sets out there. It's cool that he did that. He played a set with J.R. Bata. I believe that's his name. He played in one set on Philippines Damage, and then another set they played on regular Damage. Yeah, which was cool.
And when that cat, well, I don't know what he played. He probably played Cyclops or something, but. That assist damage hit different, bro. On that lower damage and then regular.
Yeah.
It's different, bro.
So I think the stream name was called like Playbook or something.
Playbook.
That's
the arcade. I think. Yeah. Shout out to Playbook for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Straight up, man. Yeah.
Man, that's pretty
shout out to my bros in the Philippines too. Now CYF. You know what I mean? CYF.
Knacker's Curse is from there too, right?
Yeah.
Knacker's Curse?
CYF he actually shows a lot of love to the MVC2 community, like on a low. He don't want no spotlight, but I'm shouting you out.
Thanks. Give him his flowers, Chris.
Like, hell yeah. Like he throws a lot of cash and towards the MVC2 community for events and things like that.
Was it CYF, you said?
Yeah. He sponsored Test Your Might the Food.
Oh, yes. Okay, shout out to CYF. Right, that's right. They fed us good, too. He fed us good, too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Amir out there also. Last year was supposed to be lit. You know what I mean? A couple of y'all was going to come over and play and everything like that. That'd have been cool. I spoke to Mike about taking a trip to the Philippines, you know, so that might be like in a later future when everything is calmed down.
Yeah, it's a little tough over there right now.
It's tough.
But that's what I'm like when I need a vacation. I hope that, you know, everybody's good there, and that they recover better soon. But yeah, man, the Philippines is an amazing place, bro. I definitely recommend it.
I heard it's hot as hell out there too.
It's hot as hell, but I mean,
it is what it is.
It's like it's like, you know, it also, and during, it's like Florida, so it's like if it's in the summer, it's like hurricane season, so it's humid, it's muggy, you know, but it's like a hot, but when it's like winter, which is like their summer, and the sun be blazing, then it gets real hot, you know. But it's cool. Most of the places, everything else is pretty well ventilated, AC, you know. So
how are the beaches?
Beautiful, man. I mean, there are specific islands in the Philippines that like to go separate, far from like Manila, like Palawan and stuff. But it's straight like screensaver, bro. Like it is probably the nicest. Yeah,
I get it.
The nicest beach I've been to, like white sand, you know, crystal clear water, you know, just driving like from the airport to like where we were staying, like the Airbnb, just seeing like the mountains and like the stones being red, like the stones are like red, and you're just like it's like you're in another planet, you know.
It's like I'm home. Yeah, I'm home.
Yeah. You see like nature, and like you just see like, okay, this is not as touched by humans, you know, like it's still beautiful, pure,
man,
you know.
Yeah, hell yeah, like
good
that.
times, man. Yeah, that sun is booming too. So I had a crazy sunburn when I went out there.
You were born out there, huh?
I was not born
Okay.
here, born in New York City, but
What
you
about
know,
what about your parents?
parents born in the Philippines, and then all my brothers and sisters were born there too. They came to
Oh,
America,
okay.
and then they had me.
Same story with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Same story with me.
So
That's
Do you
crazy.
speak the language?
I understand it, and I be speaking a little more now to my mom. Like I practice and stuff. Like I'll say like little phrases and stuff. Like more and more, I'm just getting more comfortable. And even if you mess up a little bit, but I understand it completely.
Mhm.
And in terms of speaking, I could probably like speak like a broken sentence too. Like speak like maybe like 3-word answer or like a phrase answer or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a couple words.
But it's enough to get you by,
Oh,
right?
100%.
Hell yeah.
I know in the Philippines, they a lot of like they speak English. Like they
Yeah.
teach
Okay.
that in schools. So,
Okay.
every time I'm there, I'm from New York, but they'd be like, "Oh, just slow down a little bit. You talk a little too fast, like my nose is going to start bleeding." And I'm just like, "All right."
Okay, so they know the slang.
How
That's
long
what's
is
up.
that flight?
Oh man, it's brolic. But I'm used to it, but every time I talk to people about it, they're like, "This is nuts." It's like 18 hours.
Oh,
And that was with layovers or straight up?
So, the thing is, the most recent time they had I actually took a straight flight, which is groundbreaking for the Philippines. Like, that's awesome, bro. Like, a straight flight.
Straight
And it was
18
only
hours, huh?
16 hours, which, considering that's only one thing you have to do, that's fine.
yeah.
And I like movies. I like watching movies. So that's like
So
8.
you good,
That's
yeah.
like 8 movies. That's like 3 movies, a good
Yeah.
nap, and maybe one more movie.
Did you never
Like,
had one of those trips, huh, Chris?
18, no,
Bro.
not in a plane.
Oh, bro. I
Not
took a
a
trip to Istanbul.
It's different, bro. Yeah.
Istanbul, and then I took a trip from there to Germany, kid. That flight is crazy, bro. Like,
Oh, Germany, yeah.
yeah, that flight is crazy. It's not that long, but
It's like what, 12, 10?
it was total was I think it was 18, like 17
Oh,
hours.
wow.
But it wasn't not to Germany. I had a layover, but it was like it
Okay.
took man long to get to Istanbul, and then it took man long to get to Germany. So I think it was like each was maybe like 8 hours. Yeah, so 16 hours. I like 16 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, just give me a plane. Give me a plane with a Marvel 2 setup. I'll be just fine. Give me
A
a TV.
plane?
Yeah.
Man, they ain't gonna have no space to play with on the Mars.
Oh, some flights have space like that. Yeah.
If you got the nice seats with the little
the-
personalized, you
Man,
fine.
he took this man play on the floor, man. You ain't playing that shit on no lap. You
Yo.
would though?
If I had to.
On lap.
Yeah.
Shit.
If I had to.
Shit, I ain't breaking my wrist. You
Oh,
crazy? You gotta man them joints. But
That's
yeah.
true though. Video games, yo. If you gave him a setup there, like time does fly. Like I played Marvel 3 yesterday, just like training mode, just kind of playing. I also played a little bit of ranked. Shout out to everybody on PS4 that's really mad about my connection, but I'll be smoking them anyway. But
Yeah, play at your own risk.
I'm gonna be real. That ain't real Marvel, guys. So don't think I'm feeling good. We just playing.
You tried the Parsec yet?
Nah, bro. I don't have a PC.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So I tried it, right? It shits on the regular joint. Like it does. Because I played it with Marlon Pop a couple times on my
Oh
stream.
yeah. Oh yeah. I remember seeing that. I saw that.
I played it the first time. So the only thing is like obviously it's not perfect, but for some reason I just can't plink. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just not reading it right or whatever the case is because of the lag. I don't know. But I just can't plink. But like regular back wave dashing and shit like that, all that shit is Gucci. I was really doing hooks and ass combos.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't do that shit on a regular joint. Hell no. That's why I never played it.
Yeah.
And I hate lag. I don't know if you know. I hate
No,
lag.
no,
so-
I know. That's like that is really like, and it's I understand because now obviously people nowadays are tolerant about it because that's what they be playing. They be playing
Yeah.
online. They do online tournaments and like it's fine. And also I understand it too that like this ain't the same. But when you play like in person and like also you've been known to just actually playing games with other people like with a setup right in front, the difference is night and day. You know,
Mhm.
like
Yes,
your
it is.
execution, like that's when you know like if you mess up, that's on you.
Yeah,
Or
facts.
like you just nervous or you messed up. But obviously there's some things you really can't control when it comes to like playing like across.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It definitely is. I mean, obviously, especially with everything going on in the world now, pretty much COVID is a norm from compared to what 2020 was to now. Like everybody's outside chilling. They just accepted this
Outside
shit for what it is.
chilling. Yeah, honestly.
It's crazy. That shit is crazy.
It's nuts, bro.
Like even still, like I stay indoors a lot. Like literally, I only see a couple of people. See Matrix. You know what I mean? My family, my girl. That's about it. Homies, my girl, family. That's it, and work. That's literally all I do. I try not to go nowhere crazy, super like public. But I'm drifting off here. But yeah. Considering with everything going on now with the online, it's definitely the move. Have you tried Guilty Gear?
Nah, bro. I mean, that's the thing. I literally had just, like, I've had, like, little silly, like, projects that I've been doing throughout the summer. Like, I bought buttons for, like, a stick that I didn't use, and I actually learned how to, like, take it apart and, like, change them. So now the stick works. So I actually have a reliable stick to play on and a PS4 to play on. But I'm also starting school soon again, like my next semester. So, you know, I'm probably gonna
Take a
little step back because I'm already kind of cracking out Marvel sometimes, and I'm just like, yo, where did the hours go? Like, you know?
Yes.
And then, but it's definitely, if I ever need a break or like a nice little stress reliever, definitely just fire it up and just play a little something, you know?
What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in media.
Nice.
Yeah, so this kind of goes hand in hand with what we're doing, you know, which is dope. You know, that's why I'm glad to that you guys had me out here, and I'm honored to be here with y'all. Honestly,
Welcome, brother.
of course,
It is
my
what
guy.
it is, man. This is what we do, man. It's a professional studio. Let me tell you something so
Yeah,
cool
it's
about
nice
this
out here,
studio. I don't know how deep are you in rap, but a lot of people been in this studio actually. Like
Oh yeah,
AZ, Dave East,
Dave
Raekwon. We actually met DMX. DMX was here.
Rest
oh
in
man,
peace.
rest
Yeah.
in peace. Yeah,
Funny story. I don't know if you ever heard this. So basically, long story short, was doing a podcast episode, and I go to use the bathroom, and I just see DMX there smoking a cigarette. I was like, what the fuck? I starstruck so quick. I was like, holy shit. I was like, yo. And then I think this is around the time where he just came out the pen. So I was like, yo, man, welcome back, man. The hood love you. He was like, all right. He's like, all right. So then I came back, I seen him, I just passed by, and I was like, holy shit, I'm coming into this door, and he's literally right there in that hallway. And I was like, yo, DMX is out there. Chris looking at me like, he said, who? I said, no, DMX. It's like, yeah, all right. And I was like, go ahead. He was like, yo. Then he pulled the front like he's gonna use the bathroom and shit. And then he seen him, and then he comes back. He's like, yo, DMX is really out.
He's like, holy shit.
Only thing I regret, man, rest in peace, that we didn't get a picture with him, dude.
Yeah, I ain't want to,
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? And then, but considering, thinking about it now, I'm just like,
I should have.
because he's, he loves the people. He loves his fans. So I'm pretty sure he would have done it. But I just didn't want to mess up his vibe. I don't know where he was at. You know?
No,
what I mean?
that's good of you though. And
Yeah.
you know what? Ultimately, bro, it's up here. Like the memory that'll be forever.
Yeah.
You know, and that's awesome. You know, yeah. Rest in peace, DMX.
That's crazy, bro.
Also, today is Kobe's birthday.
Yeah.
Yep. I
So,
was just about to
He would've
Rest
say.
in power
43,
to
I
the
believe.
Mamba too.
You love basketball?
I love ball, bro. Yeah.
Ooh, who's your team? All right, before we even we could talk about
We
this.
could talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
all
you,
right, all right.
I mean,
All right, so coming up, you was watching basketball, right?
yeah. Well, the thing is, I was a little more casual about it. My
Okay.
brother would watch basketball. And what do you call it? At the time, I was like, yo, this is annoying. I just hear mad squeaking. Like, they just running up and down the court, mad squeaking. And I'm like, they just keep scoring. But like, as I get older, obviously, and then you play like recess or you play in the playgrounds, you have friends, you play ball after school. Like, you realize, like, yo, this game is cracked too, yo.
It's beautiful.
yeah.
This game is a
So-
beautiful game. It's a fun
love
game at
ball.
all levels,
So it's crazy, right? So I kind of compare. Well, I don't compare it somewhat, but in terms of the competitive aspect, in terms of like strategies and just impact of like fighting games, you pick characters, but in basketball, you have a player that'll impact the whole team. You know what I'm
True,
saying? And then
exactly.
you have, like, you feel me? So it's like little stuff like that. Like obviously, as you get older, 'cause I was the same way. When I was watching basketball younger, all I remember was like Michael Jordan, Penny Hardaway. I remember Charles Barkley.
That's a golden age.
You know what I mean?
stuff,
So, you know what I'm saying? But I never really understood the game of basketball. I was just like, man, this guy's brolic as hell. God damn, he's fast as hell. Why does shit keep going in the hoop? Like, is he that good? Like, I was
Yeah.
that good. But then obviously you get older and more competitive.
You also realize this is
understand?
hard, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah, oh,
putting
yeah.
a ball in the hoop, like it's easy sometimes, but it's
Yeah,
tough.
and
I can make
and
shots all day
activity.
if I'm dolo, but if somebody's in my face pressing me and shit, like that's
Yeah,
a
man,
whole
it's
different story, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. But okay, so so once you got to that point where you started understanding basketball, who was your team? Who was your squad?
Well,
Keep it real, keep it a buck. If they were
I'm a
asked, they
New
were asked.
Yorker, bro. I'm a Knicks fan, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Chris, that's why you my guy, bro. Like, that's the thing, is that I'm like, the Knicks get a lot of slander, but we had a hell of a season, boy. And we're gonna have, I think we
had an awesome season.
All right, so let me just clear the air with you. I don't hate the Knicks. I
Okay,
know-
that's good. That's
okay,
fine.
I
And
don't hate the
I'm
Knicks.
okay with Knicks haters too, because
I'm not a Knicks hater. No, listen.
Knicks are a polarizing team, bro.
Listen. when Ewing missed that layup, that hurt a lot.
OD.
That hurt a lot. We don't gotta talk about it, but that hurt a lot to the point where I actually stopped watching basketball a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
That shit hurt a lot.
That hurts,
I
bro.
came back, and then mind you, when that's it's crazy, right? A lot of people actually think I hate the Knicks. I don't hate the Knicks. When I said fuck the Knicks,
Because he was beating up on Sentinel, bro.
yeah, Brandon Demon Hayo was washing a Sentinel with the Knicks colors.
Yeah.
And I'm just drunk, having a, how we talking shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of
I was like,
course.
man, fuck the Knicks. And people was like, yo, there was a couple people down the line. I was like, yo, you really hate the Knicks, B? I was like, nah. I was like, nah. I was a big Penny fan, but my team was the Phoenix Suns. I like Steve Nash, man.
Oh yeah, Steve Nash is fire.
I like Steve
and you were and if you were watching during that, like those ages, exactly. You had like T-Mac, you had the power forwards like KG, and Timmy Duncan.
Timmy the man. He my top 10. Oh,
yeah, he top.
Yeah, for sure. But that team was broken, and that was around the times where. Not that I didn't hate Kobe. I hated Kobe, but I'm like, damn, Kobe keeps smoking the Suns.
Oh yeah,
B.
Kobe. That's what I'm saying. Even when
Shaq too. Excuse me.
When Kobe was when he ran the league, like it's either you didn't like him or you loved him. Yeah. And I was part of that. I was like, yo, this is tough, man. Like he keeps making everything. His bald ass head, bro.
Yeah. He said, I'm a Knicks fan, man. Yo, he connected with you real quick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yo, I'm telling you.
Man.
The Knicks,
okay.
yeah. I mean, like, and that's the thing about the Knicks is that it's New York. It's New York's team, And I love blue and orange. Like that's another unpopular opinion. I'm in Uptown. I love the Yankees. I'm a New York supporter, but I'm a Mets fan.
So am I.
But
I support all New York teams.
I support all New York
Same
teams,
here.
but I'm a Queens boy, so we blue
Mets.
and orange skies. It's the Mets.
Okay,
it's the
see
Mets.
you.
But
That's fair.
I love the Yankees. I got fitteds. I got the Yankee fitteds. We out here.
Yeah, I wish I could wear fitteds, but I got a big ass dome, son.
Yo, random too. You remember that song "Uptown Baby" by Lord Tariq and Peter Guns?
Yeah,
Peter
of course.
Guns.
That was actually shot in Shea Stadium, and not Yankee Stadium. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It was shot in Shea Stadium and not Yankee Stadium.
Wait, this is like a Wikipedia fact or some shit?
It's a
This
fact.
was a I'm today years old fact when I learned this.
Yo, bro, you dead ass?
That's
Yo, this whole
crazy.
time I'm thinking it in Yankee Stadium, son.
Yeah, it was in Shea
Fuck it,
Stadium.
they ain't let him in. I guess they ain't let him in.
I think it was something. The stadium might have been like more suited for the video.
Maybe there was a
whatever.
game going on that day.
There was more parking in
No?
Queens.
So I said, oh, okay.
They might have had a connect. You know what I mean? All they need
probably.
is a stadium. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
probably something in her.
No, but yeah, exactly. I'm a New York supporter, so the thing is, even when the Nets were doing their thing, like I'm fine with them, but they're not New York's team.
They're not.
They're
They're
not
No.
New York's
Every
team.
time, so on my stream,
that was Jersey.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Every time on my stream, they talking about the Brooklyn Nets. I'm like, man, they from Jersey. I'll be saying that shit a lot.
Yeah,
No diss. Brooklyn got their team.
But
Yeah.
they didn't
You know what I
win.
mean?
But
I
they
like
didn't- they
Barclays
didn't win.
Center too. It's nice, but
I mean, I'd have been happy if
I like
they
the
won.
Garden
though.
better. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Garden.
I want a parade
the
here.
Garden.
I've been to the
I would
Garden.
have been happy if they won.
I've been to the Garden 3 times. This is when Tim Hardaway Jr. was still on and Porzingis, and they played the Jazz, and they won at home. I seen that. It was with my boy June. Shout out to June for taking me out too. It was real close too. I was like in the middle section, but I could literally see the court like right there. I was like pretty ill. So that was the last time I went there. Yo, the Garden's different, and
It is different.
especially like for people that don't know, like I'm pretty sure if whoever never seen a basketball game live, you would think you hear the commentary. You don't hear that shit at all.
no, nothing.
You hear
It's
DJ music.
straight game crowd. You hear the
yeah.
crowd.
That
You hear the
shit is
crowd.
lit.
100% you hear the crowd.
That shit is lit.
I mean, one of the highlights of this, I mean, even though we're kind of just getting back from the pandemic, one of the highlights definitely in my like life as a New Yorker was definitely going to game 2 of the Knicks Hawks game.
You was there?
Yeah, the one game they won, bro, at the Garden.
Oh,
That
I know,
was
yo,
crazy.
tell me you was talking wild shit.
I was going crazy, son. And like, the thing is, I looked back and I was like cringing at some of the shit. Cause the Atlanta Hawks bench was right in front of us.
Oh, they was wilding.
And I was just
You were
talking
there?
crazy about Trae Young's hair, bro.
You was that close?
Yo, he a Knicks fan. For
I
sure.
wasn't like I was pretty close. Let me see if I could pull up something for you real quick.
That's crazy.
He say he talking shit to the bench.
So you know what's crazy that you said that? My boy Random James. I don't know. if
Random
you know.
James. I know
Okay.
James, bro. Yeah,
He
yeah.
went to game 3 in
Atlanta.
because he right now he's in North Carolina for his job. So he drove up to Atlanta to
That's
go
not-
to
yeah,
game
that's
3.
fire.
And I was like, yo, James, be careful. Because James is a diehard Knicks fan
OD.
too.
Look how close he is.
Oh yeah, you close. Yeah, you see his face perfect.
Oh my God, what was they all saying to Trey, bro?
Crazy. No, crazy. The chants,
Oh my
nuts.
God.
They had little pamphlets of like Trae Young is
Balding?
Yeah, Trae Young is balding. Let's say something like this. And they also they found out he was scared of birds. Like he had like a little phobia of like birds.
Really?
So it
He's
was
in
like
the Hawks?
Yeah, and he's on the Hawks. That's funny, right? That's funny, right?
Ironic.
Ironic, super. And then there was like a little black and white printout picture of like a pigeon that everybody was like flapping around. It was just different, man. Like when we
crazy.
scored, the garden would erupt. When Trae Young scored, we'd go like type quiet, you know. Free throws, just making a pair was just like crazy, man. There you saw, I'm not gonna lie, you saw Randall get the yips a little bit. He got a little shook.
Yeah,
But
he
Big stage. That's the big
He did
stage.
not
Big
perform,
stage,
bro.
yeah. He did not perform.
He ain't show up.
First playoffs, it's all right.
Yeah.
You know,
D Rose showed up.
D Rose showed up.
D-Rose showed up.
And I saw it too. I saw that man's mid range and it was pure. The floater game, it was just elite, man.
PG
And
shit.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Randall was a 24, 10, and 6 guy.
Yeah.
Regular season.
He show up.
Then-
He
Had definitely had like 14, 6, and like
yeah.
4 turnovers.
Ah, that was rough.
It's okay.
That was
It's okay.
rough.
It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. After we lost, I was down bad. I was just like, well, what now? You know, like
Fuck, man. You know what's crazy? So I'm a firm believer in karma. I shout outs to the New York Knickerbockers out there, the big fans out there that talk shit and they hold their team down. But man, I feel like that was just fueling the fire, bro. Shitting on his head, right? And then on top of that, you know, say they pre-nutted talking about, yo, we want Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I
I was
was
chanting
like-
it though. I was
it's
acting
love.
a fool.
You in
But-
the energy. You in that energy. You
Yeah.
in that energy. Cool. You know what I'm saying? You with it. But like me looking at it at the outside, I was like, I don't know, guys. like
Yeah.
me watching it from the outside in. But it is what it is, though.
Yeah, I mean that's New York for you. We just talk our
It's
shit.
love, it's
That's
love.
it.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It is
If we
what it
take
is.
an L, we take L's, but we never take. The
Yo,
L,
it's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah,
Like, it's
exactly.
like-
Yeah.
Yo, I went to the Garden, son. No bullshit. I was the only person in that building without orange. I swear to God, I'm there with like navy blue and shit. I had the Yankee joint on. You know what I'm saying,
Hey,
the
it's cool.
beanie.
Yeah.
But I'm just there looking around like. Yo, everybody, I swear to God, son, that shit was crazy.
And this is like 9th place Knicks too, with like Tim Hardaway and Porzingis.
Yeah, they just barely made it. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man. Yeah.
Who's your favorite player?
In the league right now?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, first go all time.
all time? Oh yeah, I'm a Jordan, bro.
He's OD, man. We know.
He's OD. And like
He's OD.
I'm a sneakerhead too, and like the kicks is just crazy, bro. The kicks is just crazy.
What's
bro.
up, Chris? What's up, baby? Oh, you gotta agree?
But again, I'm not. The thing about sports is the narrative is that like it's like, oh, just because I think one person is bad, everybody else. It's not. I honestly think LeBron is a GOAT in his own right. I think it's just like an era thing, you know. And I think that it's like,
Okay. Before you continue, like, I'm gonna let
yeah,
y'all talk.
yeah.
Y'all
Let
chop it
me
up.
let me talk real quick.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
go ahead.
Like,
Go ahead.
yo,
Oh.
bro, these players are amazing. Everybody. Shaq was crazy in his own right. Kobe was crazy with the work ethic mentality. Like, these are all like champions, bro, and you can't take that away from them. Am I not right?
No, you are correct.
Okay.
So just to clear the
You don't
air,
like LeBron?
I agree with you. Hold on, before you get to it.
Okay.
Before you get to it. Hold on.
Oh no. Okay,
I
okay.
respect everybody's accomplishments. I respect, you know what I'm saying, their GOAT status. Right, Chris? Right. Okay. Now,
Okay.
when it comes to LeBron James, I don't make the comparison.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same position. That's why I cannot compare them.
No, they're not.
That's what I mean. You know what I
No.
mean? So everybody's comparing, LeBron James to Jordan, but that's not the conversation here. But just, throw that out there.
Yeah, they're not the same at all.
Not the same. So,
Different play styles too. Like LeBron likes to like just play the game, get everybody involved, make the passes, rebound. Like Jordan is that one nice guy that you want to pick up on your team. That's like, yo, if you down 2, you give him the ball and like you make him work, or he'll make something happen, you know. And like, you got the mentality of like a killer. LeBron is more like, all right, we're gonna play the game. I'll gamble the fact that I'll make an open pass, the right pass, and if my teammate makes it, then we win. But if we don't, then I'll make that gamble because it's the nature of the game. You know, it's like basketball. But
it is.
yeah, but he'll make the smart play. But the thing about Jordan is that especially when you're that nice at like a fadeaway or like a mid-range, like a high percentage shot, and you just drill that constantly, and you have that mentality, yo, you might. I mean,
Jordan's
there's only a reason why he never really lost in the finals. You know, it's different. It's different.
Damn, there's so much we could talk about on
It's
this.
yeah,
man.
no, there's OD we could
There's
talk
so
about
much we could talk
because it's
about,
like
man.
eras too. Because it's like you want to argue about like competition or like rule set. Like it's super like yeah, like it's up. It's you can anybody can talk about this debate, but
We talk about it. Hold on, yo, Chris. We talk to you real quick.
yeah, I want Chris to say something
talk
because
to-
he been quiet. He been grinning.
Man, you know what? Before you say, floor is yours.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry.
See what's up.
Just one question.
Okay, yeah, tell me the question.
Did I hear right? Did you say you think LeBron is the GOAT?
No, he's a goat in his own right. He said.
In his own right.
Okay, who in your opinion, who's the GOAT?
Like if you were to ask me, because I think go in their own rights. So I'm gonna say MJ, LeBron. I'll say like even like Kareem, because Kareem is different. The big men are different.
Yes,
you know.
yes,
and
yes,
like
yes. Okay.
even like
I just want to clear that. I just make sure you're not putting LeBron over Jordan, correct?
I just said if you ask me my favorite player all time, I said Jordan.
Well, your
So he's
favorite
gonna-
doesn't have to be the
Favorite,
who you
but
feel is
then-
the my favorite player is different from who the best is.
But he can't be my favorite player, and I'm gonna take LeBron over my favorite player. We all know that Jordan's a GOAT in his own right. He made basketball global, like real. Like the NBA doesn't look like what it looks like without Jordan.
Magic and Bird.
Exactly, Magic Bird,
Yeah.
all of them. You know, but Jordan really elevated it like in pop culture
Absolutely.
too, with sneakers.
Absolutely.
Like you see, the hype on Space Jam was because the first Space Jam was so wild. You know that concept was so crazy.
First one was better.
That second Space Jam was trash, by the way.
I didn't see it. I didn't
one was
see
better.
it, bro.
Watch
I
it if you
see
want to cringe, bro.
First one
but
was better, first one was better.
but no, of course I'd take MJ.
Okay.
Like
okay.
I take
okay.
MJ over LeBron.
Absolutely.
Also, that also aligns with Big Bro too. My brother is a crazy MJ fan, but we always debate too because I'm like, yo, like, yes, I agree that MJ is a better winner, but LeBron is amazing too, and you cannot deny that man because
He's a hell of a basketball player.
Ridiculous.
no, but the way you said
He's a hell of a basketball
It's just
player.
a go.
hell
Just a
of a
go. Just a
basketball
go
player.
talk. That's all it was.
No,
It was-
bro.
I just wanted to know, did you put him over MJ?
No.
Okay, that's
No.
yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this. So let's say hypothetically speaking, LeBron wins like 3 more chips.
He's
say-
up there. He's that he'll cement it a little more because the fact that he's still playing is crazy too, man.
Yeah, he's healthy
the
too.
fact that he's still playing, like he might see like a little bit of a decline, but yo, like this guy is superhuman, you know. And I saw a recent thing of him working out, like him balancing on like a yoga ball, like using straight core, and I'm just like, this is like incredibly difficult to do. Like this guy is a machine.
Yeah, he spends like millions of dollars on
His
a
body,
year,
and
on
like
his body,
he does everything the right way, and that's also one thing I can say about LeBron too, maybe outside of basketball, is that like you can't really say much about him.
that
Much
guy.
negative, you know.
Philanthropist,
He does his
activist.
thing, philanthropist.
Outside of basketball,
He's a good face of basketball.
Ridiculous.
LeBron is,
Great example.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of those things where like I wish LeBron was my dad, so, you know, things like that. But like exactly, you know, in terms of the game too, like, and you can see that like, you know, Jordan had people shook in the league, but LeBron also has people shook in the league too. Like, and you can see that there are certain like most teams he suns them, and you can see that his presence and his like just stamp on the game affects everything. You know,
Absolutely.
like
Yeah, I mean,
it's different.
he single-handedly shifts free agency around. Whenever
Yeah.
it's like
He's a good GM.
Like wherever
He's a
he's
great GM.
going, people are altering it. He like shapes the league in that regard. Absolutely.
100%, deservingly so too. When you play
hell
that
of a
long, and
basketball
you
player.
and honestly, even though he might he puts players in like roles that they have, he also, you know, he brings out a lot of good in a lot of players too. You know, in terms of that.
I mean, listen, in terms of you know what I can compare both of them? That they both started on some ass teams.
OD. Oh, Jordan?
Jordan
with the
and-
Bulls, with
Jordan-
the crackhead Bulls?
Yeah, crackhead Bulls. He did have some crackheads and druggies, all types
He
of
had
shit.
some crackheads. Jordan was playing with some crackheads.
And that's when the NBA exactly wasn't popping
they
back
expect
then. It was just
Jordan to beat the freaking Hall of Fame Celtics with some crackheads. That's
going crazy
Yeah,
though.
he took
He was
my-
going crazy
Every
though.
possession was
Jordan
Jordan.
dealing with freaking Pookie. You know what I mean? Like they want him to freaking win with those guys. Okay,
Yeah, bro.
okay.
But you know the thing about Jordan, he stuck with the Bulls
Yep.
for a long time. You know, and that's so random too, the Bulls, because if you see the Bulls now, like they're making moves, but 90s was peak. 90s, you
Oh,
can
yeah,
never,
yeah.
100%. Like you will never.
I mean, but they were doing their thing when D Rose.
D Rose is on, man.
D Rose, yeah. But then who shut that down?
LBJ.
Yeah, Bron. Bron shut that down.
He did. LBJ.
And he was on an ass team, but he was running in the East. You know, like
Okay, Toronto would have shined, but
no, exactly.
LeBron's in the
He
mix.
split that team up. Like that's the thing is that those are
No,
that's
no,
a team
no,
that he's
no.
son.
When Braun shut down Rose, he was on the Heat. He was on the Heat.
Oh yes, he was on the Heat. Mm-hmm. Oh, but they had a playoff series with Derrick Rose, but he wasn't prime Derrick Rose. But he had a game winner on them when he was in Cleveland.
He did.
The little bank three, and he did the
yeah.
like let Jimmy Butler carry me though. But yeah.
So who's your favorite player now?
Okay, favorite player now, right? Let me tell you, I like.
Oh, he's praying.
It's gonna be
No.
crazy.
I'm just listening.
James Harden.
Okay.
James
That's a bad
Harden.
one.
Because
Okay.
James Harden, he plays the game with such a swagger,
He does.
and like
he
that
does.
man is unguardable, and he's just nice with it. He makes me wish I was left-handed sometimes. Like I'm right-handed, but like
It looks effortless, right?
it's crazy, son. With the little size up, and then he'll just blow by him.
Mhm.
And then even when he has like an open layup, he'll like flip it in, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's swag, bro. Or like when he really want to punch it on you, he'll punch it on you.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
punched Draymond, went crazy on him,
He
dunked him.
did. He did.
So hold on. So
Again, he's 6'5". Right? He
That's somebody like that's a favorite player, like somebody I want to play like, like somebody that's like oof.
yeah.
Like he's just and like he got like kind of like a gut on him, but he just be moving.
He can move. Yeah.
He's just a hooper, like
He's
clearly.
a hooper.
and,
Thank
like,
you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I was gonna say he's a hooper.
he's a hooper, yeah.
He's a hooper.
He's just a hooper, bro. But there's
Yeah.
so much other players I could like. I like Quickly from the Knicks. Quickly from the Knicks
He's
is
okay.
not-
He's
not
okay.
a-
He's okay.
He's a steal. That's a steal.
Yeah.
25th,
Okay, no.
25th pick, bro.
Listen.
Yeah?
Listen.
Okay.
He has a lot of potential.
Yes.
Oh,
ceiling's
100%.
high.
Not yeah, but right now he's okay. He's okay. I'm not unhappy with him.
Yeah, I think he's better than Obi right now. Come on, man. Obi, Obi. You saw the season Obi had.
What you got?
If you're a Knicks fan, you know what's up.
He is, but you know,
No? Okay.
You
Hey,
think Obi's better?
nah.
Obi's
Oh.
bigger.
Yeah.
Obi's more athletic, but skill
Man,
wise,
he just started too, man. It's only
Yeah,
it's
he
only
just
up for
started.
him.
He
It's
just
just
started. It's just
up,
only up from him, depending on like the trajectory of how he plays and like the system, the guidance he gets, if he stays healthy. It's all good. But Quickly already like has had some crazy highlights. He's shown that he's not that shook when it comes to pressure. Like
he's got
he's
heart.
mounted comebacks.
He
like,
has heart.
he can shoot the three, which is amazing in this game today.
Mm-hmm.
And his inside game, like he has every guard skill, but his floater, like it's already showing like crazy promise. And like a floater is just as effective as like a mid range, or like or like
it
a
is.
high arcing layup. Like he does his thing, like, and you can see that, he's pretty efficient with it, because the Knicks weren't obviously giving him minutes. He wasn't starting.
That's the thing. He wasn't getting minutes.
Because he's a rookie. He's a bench rookie. But when he would pull up, 13 minutes, he'd have like 12 points, 13 points. Like he gets what you want from him. And I'm like,
off the bench too. Off the bench, yeah.
He's nice with it. He's plays decent defense, and like he's just
a little small.
small.
Like,
He's small.
He needs to bulk up. I feel.
Yeah. But as a guard, but he gets a lot of 4-point plays too.
Yeah.
So that and that's when seeing
That's
Trey Young,
random.
talking about like being small. Sometimes you can use that to your advantage.
That's
Oh
because-
no.
Just 'cause-
definitely can.
Especially how everything
You
works
get
now.
manhandled, you get the, and then fire.
Well,
Get
they're
the-
removing that. They're removing that rule for this season. You can't just force the contact anymore.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
like
you
pump
can't
fake,
jump
jump
into
in.
You
somebody.
can't jump
Yeah.
into somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I want to see. I mean, they're still gonna be hooping. It don't even matter because at the end of the day, they fast, so it's cool. But like, they're not gonna get as much free throws as they did before.
Which is good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. It slows down the game. But also, I learned in media, like because of like in media classes, that like American sports do so well on ad time, ad revenue, things like that, right? So that's why all the popular sports in America have crazy intermissions, like commercial breaks. Every time they take a timeout, there's mandatory timeouts in the NBA. Football with the ads, because it's the plays are broken up rather than in European sports where it's like continuous. It's a continuous soccer game or a football game in international.
Wow.
Yeah. But
I didn't think
exactly,
about that.
they love the commercials.
There are a lot of breaks.
They
You know
want the
what? All right.
commercials.
So
They
I
love the
knew
commercials.
in the intermissions they ran ads, but they forced timeouts for that ad break too. I thought they would just wait. Like, all right, they're gonna do a timeout. Okay, boom, and then they just throw the commercial in there. But no, I could see if it was actually set up too.
Same with like in fighting games, tournaments. They're like, oh, a word from our sponsors. But obviously they wait until they have the downtime.
Yeah.
But then they pay for that slot on their television, so they gotta get their money's worth.
They do.
For a minute, that'd be
They
big
do.
money, boy. Just for a minute, just a couple of seconds, that's big cash, kid. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, the Knicks, bro. I mean, yeah, James Harden, favorite player. I like KD too. I like, who I like? I like John Morant.
John Moran is
he's
definitely
ridiculous.
one of my
John Moran is
guys right now.
crazy.
He's
John Moran.
ridiculous.
He's one of my guys.
He's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I was just thinking about it too. I was watching him do like a little open gym run, and he was just pulling out some crazy dunks. He just plays.
His bunnies is crazy.
Yeah,
His bunnies is crazy.
Yo,
Yeah.
him and Donovan Mitchell.
Donnie's
are-
my man. I like
are
Donnie
Way
hard.
ahead of schedule.
Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell.
yeah.
Donovan Mitchell too. The Knicks passed up on him. That's the thing. Like I can admit that the Knicks make mistakes, bro. We make a lot of mistakes, but
We couldn't see that though.
we couldn't. No, we couldn't. But then also Donovan Mitchell wanted to play in New York. Like his dad worked for the Mets, so it's like,
Oh, I know that.
yeah. If you
know.
would have, like he didn't live in Queens, but his dad worked in Queens. But
Donnie's from New York?
no, he's not from New York.
Oh, that's what I
But
said.
his dad worked for the
For
Mets
work,
for the
okay.
organization,
S-
so he
straight
had
up,
to.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he has a love for New York in terms of that, But yeah, we missed out on a lot of things. Also, a lot of free agency, giving people too much money.
Oh,
But-
that's what we do. That's just what we do.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys are some Knicks fans.
That is what we do. That is what we do.
Man, I'm telling you.
I don't even keep an eye on the organization, man. I'll keep an eye on the organization. Right now, it's just whatever is hype for me. Again, I used to like the Suns, and I don't know if you might be disappointing me in this one, Rich, but my favorite basketball player is Paul George right now. But
Right
this is when he
now?
was with the Pacers.
Oh, with the Pacers?
I let it go. I let it go.
I was like, right now?
I already knew y'all was gonna shit on me.
I'm not. I used to love Paul George too, bro.
Bro.
Right now?
So I was a big fan of George. And he was in the Pacers, right?
Pacers, Paul George was nice. PG-24, he was nice.
Obviously, he got the knee injury. Shit went off. Shit went left.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's true. Hey,
His character got hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cheating and shit.
because he shouldn't have been talking shit, bro. That's just the only downfall is that he was talking shit and you got smoked by Dame,
Oh, that's Dane. That's Dane.
and
bro.
that really just kind of like got into his head. But he's elite. I think Paul George is one of my favorite players. Well, was one of my favorite players too because his offense is complete. He plays defense, and he got sneaky athleticism.
Yeah.
He do. I mean, he don't get enough touches. Kawhi's on the floor. He don't get enough touches.
He's
Kawhi is one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's one of my
He's
favorites.
just lacking in the consistency part. That's it.
Jabba Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's just-
Yeah. I mean, the system ain't around him no more.
He's like a superstar or a role player. I mean, not even like a second option role player, like a role player sometimes. And it's like, who you gonna be? Like, show up.
I mean, you see how he put up them numbers when Kawhi wasn't on the floor, B.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
But he
yeah,
wasn't
on the floor.
consistent.
Different
though.
mentality also, like nothing to lose, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, he said what now?
Yeah, bro.
he said right now.
Bro,
Right
that be
now?
hurting me. That be hurting
No.
me. Chubb.
Paul
You know what I'm
George
saying?
is still a great player, and he's still on a great team that actually has a chance. But you know what I'm saying is that like he can actually, you know who he needs to watch if he wants to like a successful like second option. He needs to watch Chris Middleton
Middleton.
and what he did throughout this playoff
But
run.
Middleton is inconsistent.
No,
also.
he is, but in the playoffs, bro, he did his thing.
He did do his thing. Come on, man.
Because
He was
even-
off and on for games.
was
though.
off
he
and
wasn't
off.
consistent. The only person that was consistent play was Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis is a freak, but that's what I'm saying is that even the things when Giannis was like kind of like when he was struggling at the line, obviously you have to give it to Drew or what's his name, Chris Middleton, and Chris Middleton hit some shots, man.
He showed up when he needed to.
Exactly, and that's just what
He
Paul
showed up
George
when he
needs to
needed
do that. It's easier, way easier said than done.
Yeah.
And Paul George needs to get rid of the braids. The braids are not it, bro. I'm not fucking with it.
I can agree with that.
I'm not fucking with the braids.
I can agree with that.
No braids?
Shave it off. Shave off, George.
Shave off short hairline, George. I like that. I like the short hairline.
Or forehead get peeled back, huh?
Shape up. Yeah. That's calm.
Yeah, man.
Then he could really be booming on people now. But yeah, I mean, Paul George it's not a bad choice, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Man.
It's fucked up, B.
Good, bro. Hey, man, the NBA is full of
That's
amazing
fucked up,
talent, bro.
He said, Paul, he said, right now?
Bro, I was a little shocked, bro. I was just like, oh, okay.
Well, like, let me. All right. I'm hanging on to the Pacers, man. I'm hanging on to Pacers, George. He's there. He's still there.
Pacers George is dope.
Listen. That's cool, man. Have your player loyalty.
Yeah, 100%.
Wear it on the sleeve. Own it.
That ain't that loyal.
You a Paul?
I don't got no jerseys and shit like that. I actually like his gameplay. You go to my crib, there ain't no jerseys.
No Paul George jerseys.
I don't got none of that shit. Nice though.
He nice.
Nice though.
Nice though.
All right, Chris. What about you? Real quick.
What?
AI is my all time though.
AI?
Yeah, that's my
AI
all-time.
changed the game too in terms
That's
of culture.
that's my all time. AI. Yeah.
All time for me?
Had the swag was crazy. With the headband, braids,
Baggy shit.
armband.
All day. Yeah. He changed the game. Changed the culture.
Armband, baggy shit.
It's
Cross.
crazy. All time is.
All time's
'Cause,
AI.
like my favorite player now is kind of winning me over all time.
Oh yeah, Giannis? Nah.
When you look at Chris, what position you think he plays?
I get
What vibes?
power forward, small forward, maybe.
Chill.
Nah.
Nah.
He dishing. He G with it.
He said, "Hey,
Hey.
He said behind the
yeah,
back.
that's
hey.
a PG. That's a PG right there. I actually seen him play in open courts and shit. I seen him play.
I seen him play once. I think it was some random video. I was
Smoking Punk and
Yeah,
freaking Lex.
I was diving deep into YouTube that day, and I was just like, "Oh, my man, Chris Matrix got the tween. He got the yeah, he had
Nah, I
nice
seen him
handles.
in a full court. You still should have hogged the ball though. The team was kind of poop. It was nice.
Oh man. So all time for me was
It was never Jordan.
no. I was a Knicks fan. I hated Jordan.
And I understand that too.
I used to hate on Jordan. I used to look for an excuse for every other player to be better than him. I used to hate.
So before you got logical with that, like what was you saying? Like what was the comparisons? Like what
I'm like, yo, he's good, but
he ain't shit without Pippen.
I was like, no, but I was like, fucking.
That's a big argument. Yeah.
I was like, Penny's better than him. I was like, Penny's better than him.
He was on his way.
I used to say Magic Johnson was better than him. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
They had some duels though.
Penny
Penny and Jordan, bro.
Penny
They had
was
some
on his way.
duels, bro.
Injuries fucked him up. Penny, he's actually one of my favorites
They
too.
had some crazy. Yeah,
but then like when I
Grant
when I
Hill
got
was
older,
supposed to be the guy.
and I
Injuries,
started
yeah.
really watching and paying attention. I'm like, yo, this guy is fucking ridiculous. Like,
Jordan?
He's literally a force of nature.
He's literally flying.
His efficiency and the numbers he's putting up with no threes is crazy.
That's
It's stupid.
Yo, and
his defense too. He's playing both sides of the floor at a high level of efficiently and playing like all 82 games a season. He's literally terrorizing people.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many great players in the league. They got no rings because of him.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel bad
ass.
for I feel bad for Barkley,
My man.
Malone, Stockton. No,
Hold on.
Peyton ended up getting one. Kemp ain't get one.
Nope.
Peyton with the Heat.
Sean Clump, Stockton, Malone,
No,
Miller.
Reggie Miller. Yeah.
Wait, Clyde too, right? Clyde got a chip?
I think Clyde got one with Houston. No.
No, Clyde Drexler. I don't
No.
think so.
Did he get one with Houston?
Clyde didn't get one.
Wait. Who's on that Houston team?
Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith, Elijah Wan.
No.
Elijah
Actually, no.
Wan.
It was the year. It was the year that Clyde Drexler and Barkley was on that team and they didn't win.
No.
I think
Yeah, that's when they was old. Yeah,
lost-
they was
lost
old
to
by
the
that time.
Jazz.
Yeah, that's
They lost to
sad.
the Jazz.
They was older by that time.
Yeah.
So my
tough.
current favorite player, my current favorite player is Kyrie Irving.
That's a good one too. I love
But-
Kyrie.
But he's actually winning me as all time. Like his bag is just sick.
His
to
bag
me.
is sick. He is. I think
His-
he's one of the most. He's probably has one of the most skill in the
That's a
league.
hooper.
Yeah, and he's probably
Another
to
hooper,
me
yeah.
he's the most skilled player in the NBA.
He be cooking the Knicks when they play, bro.
The
That-
most skilled, like
Gosh, he busts the Knicks.
Yeah, that
He shows
Knicks
out
Nets
in the
rivalry.
garden,
Yeah, he goes crazy, bro.
Kyrie is
He's
Kyrie
along one of
ridiculous.
those like that Kobe Bryant that Kobe Bryant protege, you know.
Yeah. He got that
Him,
Mamba mentality.
Yeah,
Him,
Devin Booker,
I think also Jason Tatum.
Jason
Tatum, yeah.
Tatum, one of my favorite players too. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There's so much players, and they're just so like they're so good. Like they're all like really like elite. You know.
who's overrated? Who's the most overrated?
Overrated?
Like you seeing me like, nah, it ain't enough.
That's tough. Because
Let's,
when I'm thinking about the elites, there's nothing overrated about
All right,
them.
you want to get negative? Let's see. Let's get negative real quick. Nah, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think. Like I want to say like a hot take, but no, I think Luka Doncic is crazy. I think he's nice.
Porzingis was overrated.
I think Porzingis now, you know, and he used to be one of my favorite players.
When
but
you're on the Knicks,
when he was on the Knicks, bro, I had the jersey. I was gonna buy his Adidas shoes, and I don't even like those Adidas shoes, but I was gonna buy them. Porzingis definitely had a decline. I think Rudy Gobert is pretty overrated. I think he's super overrated for being defensive player. When like
Benadryl could have got that. Benadryl.
Ben
LeBron.
Simmons could have got it.
Ben Simmons though, that's bad
Draymond,
too.
Draymond was up there too for it.
Draymond's always up there.
Nah.
But I think they're just so used to him doing that. So all right, so
Drew Holiday should have won.
you know who people would say is overrated, and it's debatable. It's a controversial topic. They would say Westbrook.
Yes. You know, I believe that Westbrook is just amazing to watch, but exactly, I feel he's overrated in the sense that like he's not a winner.
He's not a winner.
He's not a winner. So like
But-
when he got on LA and they're like, "Yo, that's gonna be like an instant chip." You sure about that?
It could be.
It could be.
I
No,
just
the
want to see
Lakers.
what
I
Melo
don't
gonna bring
want
to the
it to
table.
be.
Now the Lakers are crazy right now,
They
but
are-
when
they're
that
stupid.
first news it was just Westbrook coming in, I was just like, well, who else are they gonna get? And then they got everybody. So yeah,
Everybody.
They got
But-
Kendrick Nunn, son.
Kendrick Nunn for a
So-
steal
so-
too.
That's a yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of
OD.
people. A lot of people also say Chris Paul's overrated.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
think
think
Chris
so.
Paul is nice, bro.
He is. No, he is. He's definitely
Point guard.
nice, but
It sucks that he lost, but
he just
the
he
better
just-
team just won.
It's just that like the consensus is, and it's thus getting proven that he can't be the best player on the team and win a chip.
Yeah, that's true. Because his
So-
body, I mean, let's be real.
Yeah,
That-
he can't. I mean, yeah, he's short. You know what I mean? So he can't do as much as other people. You know what I mean?
His shoulders
Especially
was
on
wearing out
both
too
ends
as
of the
well.
floor.
Mhm. Basketball's a very physical sport too, where
Yes,
it's
it
like you
is.
kind of have to be a specimen to win too. You know, like you have the IQ, you have the thing, but at the same time, look at like the X factors when it comes to like all these games. You know, Giannis going crazy. You know, being unstoppable.
Yeah,
KD being 7 foot, shooting over
Ain't nobody
LeBron,
blocking
not
that shit.
caring, like just not even seeing LeBron in front of him. And that's LeBron James. LeBron being a force of nature, like sprinting the court, swatting Iguodala. Like, you know, like you have to have some sort of athleticism or advantage. In the game.
And see, and that's why. See, and that's what attributes my opinion about the next thing I'm gonna say. Right?
Oh, let's see.
Tell me, there was only two. I want to say small point guards that were the best players on their team and won a chip.
Two players that were
Like a 6'3" and under dude.
But would you count Steph Curry? Because I feel like
Steph is one.
yeah, Steph Curry,
Steph
but
is-
he
he won it.
underwhelms in the playoff. I mean, in the finals though. But
In the fi-
he's I think he is the best player on the team.
Yeah, yeah,
'cause Steph
100%.
Curry is,
He led his team to the finals, and he won a chip, being the best player on his team. The only other person to do that was Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas is he's a
Bingo.
sleeper too.
It was Isaiah Thomas. He won 2 chips, being the best player on his team.
That's true.
And like no other small guard or guard has been able to do that. Like Chris Paul, this might have been his first time.
Damn,
but
I
then
never thought about that.
It'd have been
actually.
crazy debatable whether like he's the best player on the team or is it Booker. like obviously Chris Paul has a crazy impact, and I'm not gonna ignore that. But like, Booker gets the buckets. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
player-wise, Chris Paul is the better player IQ, just in terms of being a coach and like just in the game. But Devin Booker is that motor. He's that young battery that's gonna do the damage, that's gonna score, that's
Absolutely.
gonna get the attempts.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true.
That's why to me, like Stephen Curry has been the number one point guard in the league because he's the only one that could lead his team to a chip, and because those threes are just too impactful on the game, too impactful. Chris Paul is a very impactful player, but just Stephen Curry being there, those threes just changed things so
They
much,
really
man.
did, bro.
It's true. It changes.
They looking for
the
shots. They
offense.
looking for
Yeah.
snipers in so many freaking
Like
teams.
Drew was picking him up full court, picking Chris Paul up full court, and like that was a solution. You know what I mean? That he was able to nullify him. Like if that was Steph, he might not have been able to do that like that because
Steph might need two people
exactly.
to pick him up.
He might need to, yeah. So it's tough. It's tough to be a smaller player and be the best player on your team. It is tough because the larger players can naturally do more. You know what I mean? Like taller players, they can guard more positions. They have an easier time getting a higher percentage shots. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's difficult, but you look at freaking what Steph did, like how he changed the game. Like he made it so the little man can be the man.
He did change the game.
Yes.
I used to be a camp counselor, like a summer camp counselor, and we would play basketball, and I'd be like, oh, okay, so let's just get the easiest shot. Like let's just get a layup real quick. Let's just get the more higher percent. All they want to do is just shoot.
Yeah. That's
all they want to do is just shoot far. They'd be making it, and I'm just like, well, you did make it, but like.
The mid-range, get your mid-range in.
Back to the fundamentals, exactly.
Yeah,
bank shots.
And shout out to
Ain't
Chris
like that,
Paul,
man.
man, because he's a great player.
He is.
It's just it's crazy because someone made a statement and asked a question, and like I couldn't really definitively say yeah, right. And like it seems like the answer is gonna be easy when you say like, okay, who's better, Chris Paul or Westbrook?
I say Chris Paul.
You say that, right? But if they both retire right now in their careers, Westbrook is going to the Hall of Fame.
Yep. He got an MVP.
He
runs the records for
he's
most
accomplished
triple
more than
double.
Chris Paul.
Yep.
He does.
Yes, you're
On
right.
paper, yeah.
He
But
gets buckets.
That's a measure of stats too. But that's
he
true.
gets
That's
buckets.
real.
He grabs
real.
more rebounds. I'm not sure who averages more assists, but he's definitely up there. Like a Westbrook triple double is looking like 30, 12, and 14 sometimes. It's stupid. You know what I mean? But obviously, Chris Paul is more impactful on a team because of his late
franchises.
game
Period. Yeah.
decision making.
Westbrook had a triple double where he had at least he didn't have. Did he have 20 and 20 or he had? He went crazy, right? Like that's nuts. Like that's crazy.
It's stupid.
That's video game
stupid.
numbers.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is that's just motor. That's just like
yeah.
I'm gonna just go.
Mm-hmm.
But I get that. You're right. Stats make a big thing because that is the spectacle of sport too, rather than the competitive side. You
Most
see what
impactful is Chris Paul, though.
these humans can do. Like, yeah, it seems like superhuman a little bit.
But it's like, like if you just on the street, right, and you like, we got to play this game to win, and you see a Chris Paul, you see a Westbrook, you gonna be like, yo, let me get this dude. Like he's going crazy. Like he gonna go out there and get buckets. You know what I mean? On some one game shit. Like he's gonna go get buckets. He's gonna leave it all on the table. He jumps out the building. Like when you think about long term, for the season, let me get guys in the locker room together. Let me get the machine clicking. You know what I mean? Let me get everything working with all the parts. You're like, all right, Chris Paul can be the glue to get everything clicking. But sometimes in basketball, after all that is said and done, you got to put that ball in a hole. You got to get buckets.
No,
you know what
it's
I mean?
true. It's true.
You
Bro,
got to get
the
buckets.
big man shoot threes. When I see Embiid threes, I'm like, that's crazy, bro. Giannis too.
Yeah, what did Giannis do? He got buckets. Giannis got buckets. Like he said, all right, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna worry about dishing, getting people involved. I'm going to I'm attacking. I'm in attack mode. Stop me.
That's
No answers.
No, and one thing I like about Giannis is that he will attempt a three.
Yep.
Unlike
Even though
Ben
he
Simmons,
brick it,
yeah.
even though he bricks it, If he makes one of them, bro, you paid for one of them.
You did pay.
You paid for one of them.
You did pay.
But Ben Simmons is just, he's shook. You know, he doesn't have that mentality of just like, it's okay, you know, just try it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Ben Simmons, that dude, like in Marvel 3, not Marvel 3, you got that OD combo that you do in training mode, but you won't attempt it in a match. That's what Ben Simmons is. When you see all of his training regimes, he's making buckets.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck? But when I'm saying on the grand stage,
Yeah.
he ain't really
Ben
getting
Simmons
done.
is like that player in Marvel 3 that'll smoke the first two with like nice execution, good things. And then the last character, the anchor character, he'll like X Factor and he'll drop it and he'll lose the game. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that. Because it's just like, yo, you have all the tools to be such an elite, just like player. You know, you have the body, you're like 6'11". You can move, you're fast as hell, you can pass, you have good court vision.
Ceiling is high still, too. He's
Yeah,
young.
and you just gotta like really just dial down into the skill, into the little things of the game rather than just the things you want to do. But I think that's also what separates basketball players with the work ethic. If you look at all the greats, they all have amazing work ethic.
Yeah.
Like even
Facts.
Giannis, somebody that just won. Like if you hear all his teammates talk about him, he's always in the gym. And look at him. Like
Yeah.
look at the transformation he's gone
Yeah,
through.
he
And
was
he's
Compared to what he was OD skinny.
and he
He
was
was
still
skinny.
and he's still working too. And it's like that doesn't separate it. Like Kobe would first one in the gym, last one out. Jordan, first one in the gym, last one out. You know. While Harden's my favorite player, I know he loves to play basketball, but he has that
party life crazy.
that edge of like, yeah, let me go to the strip club real quick. I'll still get
He come through after a hangover and drop 40 on your head.
Yeah,
though.
he
That
still
shit
go
is
crazy,
son.
but
Yeah.
That's nuts.
it's that like being locked in to win that one game. Because at the end of the day, if you take everything game by game, it is just a game by game. It's like I gotta just score more points this night.
Right.
Same thing with any competition. Like doesn't matter who's in front of me, like how great they are. This is the one game we have to play, and somebody's got to win. You know, and then just how it is.
Would you take Ben Simmons on the Knicks?
Who do we have? Let me think of our clientele right now. Ben Simmons on the Knicks, yes, but I need Ben Simmons' stock to go down first so that we kind of just pick him up.
Oh, you want him as a pickup?
You want to cheat?
Yes.
I
don't want to give him the bank. I don't want to give him that
Give draft picks
because
players.
the problem is like playing in New York. If you get thrown the bag, you can really you can go anywhere but the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to New York with like a chip on your shoulder and a chance, that's like what Randall did. You know,
Lakers,
like
yeah.
because everybody was shitting. I used to slander Julius Randle, and I get it. He gets a lot of slander. You play in New York, but Julius Randle was somebody that was just like, yo, that's who we picked up, Julius Randle. And Julius Randle really locked in. He lives
Yeah,
in
he
New
did.
York, and there's a lot of distractions, but he play a lot too, you know? And that's why I would not want Ben Simmons, this good-looking Australian light-skinned dude, to be in New York, you know, and just like...
Yo, I'm not going to lie, I never
the world is
factored
his
in.
oyster, bro.
Never really factored in just the living situation, the culture.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I never really like thought about it like
Think
that.
about it, bro. You in Milwaukee, bro. There's nothing much
Ain't
to do
shit
but
over
hoop,
there, yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, but you in New York, you in Miami. That's the thing. Miami's a big one too. People like,
Yeah.
but I heard Miami got a good system. Pat Riley got them working,
Pat's
so
that dude, man.
he
I
got
love Pat.
them.
I like Pat.
Riley.
Yeah, classic, legend. But yeah, man.
I would not take Ben Simmons.
You wouldn't? Okay, I get that.
No.
I just feel like the Knicks, as a Knicks fan, I'd like to see anybody we could get, but for
We
a
need a
good
shooter.
price. We do need a shooter.
We
We got Evan Fournier.
Yeah.
We got Kemba Walker.
I'm not mad at
BX in the
Kemba.
back. Yo, he
Kemba's
back
cool.
at
I'm not
home,
mad
though.
Kemba.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like that
He
pickup.
back at home though. That's pretty cool.
I had a theory. I thought we were gonna use Kemba as trade bait. That would have been foul from the Knicks to do that, but we
It
didn't.
would've.
We didn't. But to get Dame, like I thought we.
I would have
Shit.
loved to get Dame.
Yeah, I would have loved to get Dame too, but Dame, Portland, they can't. It's hard to let go, bro. You know, that's literally.
You know what
been
it
their
is too
guy.
about Dame? Like his character just reeks of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like even with just the way he grew up in Oakland and shit like that.
It's true.
It just reeks of loyalty. So like, I know he's at that point. He's like, yo, do we got to get rid of everybody in order to get like a big pick or whatever the case is? Because bro, he's on the Western Conference and that shit is deadly, bro.
Again, I think
That shit is
Dame
cra-
going to New York would have been ideal because he's already further into his career where he doesn't have to, like, he won't get distracted. And, like, you're in a bigger market, man. Like, you're one of the best players in the league right now, but you don't get that much burn because you Portland. But you still get burned because you're just nice, you know?
Yeah.
You shut people up. You shut these big teams up
But
being
who would
clutch.
who would we have had to give up for him though?
Okay, so
Julius is definitely in the package.
I would say either Julius,
Yeah.
because I would keep RJ. I like RJ Barrett. We keep RJ Barrett, but
Over Julius Randle?
well, because I think RJ Barrett is still way younger. He's like my age,
He
bro.
is. No. He and the ceiling is there, but like,
And he's a team player too. Julius is like ISO, but I mean,
but no, Julius is a team player too.
he is.
Sometimes.
But
But the
yeah.
thing with giving up Julius is like then like okay, Dame's gonna leave that situation to come to that situation playing the Knicks without a Julius Randle. It's kind of like the same thing.
it's still the East Coast though, compared to the West where you got to play Luka first round or you got to
That
play.
boy
like-
he want to win though.
he does want to win.
Dame
but
wants the bag.
New
and the
York,
ring.
but that's what I hope New York would make the right decision to actually have Dame win in New York. You know, where try not to get rid of Randall, try not to get rid
Yeah,
of
that's what I was
RJ,
gonna say.
but like unfortunately it would have had to been a lot. It would have had to been either like our two rookies quickly, Obi and like Mitch Robinson, and then probably our draft picks now. But there, I think ideal you would have gotten rid of like the whack Knicks players. Like not the whack Knicks players. I don't want to slander any like all of them, but you got to get rid of our Kevin Knoxes. You got to get rid of our our Kevin Knox. Frank Ntilikina is not on the Knicks anymore, but you could have got rid of Frank. You could have got rid of Alfred Payton. They're all not on the Knicks anymore.
Payton was okay.
Yeah, but bro, Alfred Payton.
You would have
bro.
put him in. You would have threw him under the table for Dame.
That was one of
Right,
the
oh, that's
that was
fair,
one
that's
of the
fair.
most walkiest like things
fair.
of last season. The fact that we made 4th place in the East and our starting point guard was like a 3rd string point guard, bro.
Yeah.
That's nuts, right? We had Derrick Rose, but nope, Payton starting. Payton will literally play 8 minutes and then not play the rest of the game. Like that's really some Tom Thibodeau logic right there. Like, but hey, I mean, we won a good amount of our games, so it is what it is, you know. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we need Rose's knees to breathe a little more. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
rock this
We
boy
were
out.
the 4th seed.
That's basically it. Just buy some time to let you know what I mean, come in fresh. Oh man.
oh,
All right.
hoop is great, man.
Yeah, we just start talking about some hoops, crazy.
Right?
It's love though. It's love. Hey, this No Frillz podcast, man. We literally can talk about anything
That's
in
what
here.
I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean? No problem. So
Facts. It's a New York podcast. We talk about basketball.
feel me? You feel me?
We in
I know.
Mecca.
Chris, you got anything to say, man?
No. I just love New York, man. I love
too.
my city.
Of course,
I love
bro.
being here.
It's amazing.
I love East Coast.
I do, man. I do.
No, you're not feeling it. Hey, I get it. I get it. New York is
Hey, man, I made this statement. I made this statement. When I
really?
retire, when I get my bag up, I'm out to Canada, bro. Already.
I came back from my vacation and I was like, yo, fuck this place.
Yo, listen. I was away in Orlando, and you know what I mean. It was cool while I was down there, but you know, I wanted to come back. I wanted to come back. I did.
Yeah, it's
I
different,
did.
I have a big connection to New York. It is what it is.
Listen,
man.
I get the bag. New York is incredible if you got the bag. If you got the bag, New York is incredible. I get the bag. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here.
That is the plan. That is the
not
plan.
But it's true though. There are other places and other parts of the world that will really humble you and like show you that like you know what I mean. New York is great, but it's not everything. You know, there's other things to enjoy, other things to see.
Absolutely.
But that New York bias got me talking like you know New York is the capital of the
all
world,
types
bro.
of places, but to live,
You know, that's the thing.
I can live in Vegas.
Anything with high energy, man, is in New York.
I can live in Vegas. That's the only other place I can live.
Apparently, rent's gonna go up in there too.
Yeah, but
Rent's
it's
going
not gonna. It's not gonna be.
It's
hard,
not really
no.
nothing crazy, yeah.
A lot of people are moving there.
Yeah, no, I know. Shit, I was gonna move there when I
Vegas.
So I moved in. I lived in California for 7 months before I came back. Oh, 7 months, a little brief stint. But before that, I was gonna move to Vegas, for sure. And that's what like opportunities. Like I was cool. Like I would have been settled, but you know, it just wasn't right for my mental at the time with a lot of shit I was going through. So
Of course.
came back to New York, man, and I felt right at home. I was cool. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
Because he's like, nah, I don't want to be here,
it's,
man.
it's
Yeah.
tough. It's tough living here. It's hard, but it's like one of those things where it's just like, wow. Like even though that experience was like 30% whack, 70% good, like it was an experience. You know, it's like, you can't say anything else about it. Really, it's different.
Chris, you been to Canada?
Yeah.
Did you go for that tournament with Empire Arcade at that
Yes.
time? You did, right? You was in the bus?
Mm-hmm. No, but not the Blue Jay drove. Shout out to the Yop.
Shout
Rest
out
in
to
peace,
Blue
Yop.
Jay. Yeah, exactly.
Blue Jay drove up there.
While they
first
was
time-
in the bus?
The first time we were. No.
No, he was the guy.
Yeah, he was the guy.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I was watching a lot of that too, like the bots stuff, like the
Yeah.
MVC2 stuff. And honestly, bro, like I would love to play Marvel 2. Like, but it's just I would then have to play the easy stuff, like the easy stuff, like Sentinel Launch, Captain Commando, like Pump Rocket Punch, like just those little hits. Those because I saw Blue Jay.
He said about the fly comic. He said no line.
I saw Blue Jay. I saw Blue Jay play, and I saw him. He was winning, but he was hitting people with like just real like either three. It would be 3 times, but those 3 times.
Yo, he
He was watching me. He was watching. So check this, right?
That's
So
the Yop.
you know what YAP stands for?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
you're-
kind of a yop, a little bit,
you're
but
in a- I think
got-
everybody is
I got the
naturally.
brains though, but I'm a day walker. I'm a day walker.
Ooh,
That does line up with Yipes.
Okay.
That do line up with
He
Yipes,
walks
yes.
the day.
I think so because I take risks, but
So
You know.
Blue Jay didn't have the best of execution. He'll have his spurts, right? But that Sentinel Commando, 3-piece, because most of these characters in the game, they glass. So especially like Storm Magneto, Psylocke, some shit like that. But he really did. It's crazy that he actually broke it down like that. He's like, yeah, you see 3 hits from Blue Jay. That took mad hits, yeah.
You're like, oh,
That took
Yeah.
mad damage and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. We never heard nobody say that before. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, because the meta of Marvel 3 and Marvel 2 is so different. Because Marvel 3 is like, if you hit him, you can probably kill him, and it's easy to kill him.
The difference between Marvel 2 and Marvel 3, obviously in terms of like damage and shit like that, they both had one-touch kills, no doubt. The thing about Marvel 2 was there was more order.
yeah.
There was with the assists. So like, let's say if those assists wasn't Marvel 3, a lot of those crazy scrambles and shenanigans wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because then it'll all turn down to, all right, I'm gonna wait for you. Because the meta's still there. Like you wait for assists, you punish. You know what I mean? Or get them out the way or whatever the case is. It's the same thing for Marvel 2, but Marvel 2 is just more order. The Captain Commando assist, the side blade. Then Marvel 3 would have literally been dash up wait, then you take your turn. That's what it would have been the game. But Marvel 3 is more so you layer the screen up with mad shit.
Yeah.
And then you
Because you
cook
could
'em
call
up.
assist like
Yeah.
quick, like you can, And sometimes, you know what? One thing I hated though, when I never understood, is that. Well, I get it now, but you would call the assist, and if you get hit, like they just do their animation, like they don't do anything.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate that, bro. When it's like Marvel 2, and I'm just like, yo, what the hell? Like,
Yeah, because your assist gonna come out and just talk. That was something that Marvel 2 players hate about Marvel 3. It's like, yo, like, if you're getting hit, we're opening you up. Your assist should not be able to save you. That's the thing. If you block, let your assist come out and do what they're supposed to do.
I
But
get
if
you.
you get hit, your assist is not supposed to save you.
like a Hagar
Oh,
or like
God.
a
That was
Tron
that
Bond.
was crazy.
That
That first
off
year,
the floor, son.
the trauma with the fake D.
That's my shit. But yeah,
Man.
if I were playing like Marvel 2, it would be like that type of play style. Big hits, either resets, little cheeky setups. Like I see the Sentinel, like the little Sentinel throws into like the cap assist. Like that's good damage too.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the combination you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I be knowing what's up. Like I be seeing
Sick
it. I be
cat.
seeing the game, and I'll just be like, yeah, I could maybe do this. It's just obviously match up and feel for it. It's different.
Well, you're in the mecca of Marvel. That is New York. So
It's true, exactly.
whenever I know you're going back to school, but whenever you're back on your break, come holler at us, man. We'll show you the
and
rope.
listen. You could start playing on the low and get your chops up. I'm gonna do the Rising Star series again.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
but then COVID happened. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, trash.
But that's gonna come back up. You know what I mean? So like you'll get a chance to go play with some people that's not at a super high level, and you can get better.
And you good up here. So
yeah.
That's true.
you good up here. You good up here. That's mostly all you need. The 3-piece Blue Jay combos and this.
Hashtag free
Yeah,
MVC too.
You be alright.
Got some cable with some bars.
Yeah. Oh, see, you there?
No, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like
You know
I,
what's up?
You shoot people.
yo, cable. Like I've seen how optimal cable can be. Like I've seen like what Kel's be doing, like with the grenade,
Cultured.
the little dash, the little extra roundhouse into the. Like I see that, but sometimes you got the bar, you just shoot them and you just kill them. That's it. And then there ain't no X factor. They ain't no nothing to save you from chips. So you make them block something. It's done. You know.
Yeah.
But
talk to him.
it's back to humble beginnings with that because it's just like the only game I play right now is 3, and I know I'm the man at that game. Like I know that nobody really like.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. But exactly. So back to learning new stuff. So taking L's, and it is what it is.
All right, man.
Good shit.
Damn, man. That's crazy. Just so I could have some personal knowledge on some Wikipedia shit. How old were you when you jumped in the scene with us?
Oh God. Okay, born 98. I was maybe I went to CF before Street Fighter 4, so maybe like I was there maybe 2008, 2007 maybe.
Said born 98.
2007, I was a kid, so I don't really know the concept of a FGC.
No,
or
for sure.
Fight. Like I just see these people going crazy on the cab, so I'm just like, oh, I bet they're like, they just playing. I saw like Magneto do some like hyper grab into like the the mashable, and then into the combo again. I'm like, yo, it's still going. And I remember my brother would like gas it up. He'd be like, yo, 99 hits. Like he hit 99 hits. Like that's really hard to do. And like I see them, I see the combo counter go up. I'm just like, what?
So
like,
he did a 99 hit combo.
All right.
Not combo,
All right, so
combo.
we talking Marvel 3. So check this out, right?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know what's your favorite match. I could.
There's a lot, bro. But yeah,
I
love the game. I love the game. I know you don't like it, but
It had potential.
you beat me in tournament though once, and I still think about that. You was talking about that local battles thing. I remember one time I played Chris Matrix in tournament, and he beat me, and I was kind of on my shit. So I was just like, damn, he really beat me, man. Like, good shit, Chris. But I was a little salty.
In vanilla?
No,
Ultimate?
I think Ultimate. But in Ultimate, I was playing some walkie. I was playing like Virgil, Dormammu, Rocket Raccoon, like something weird, like a beginning of Ultimate.
That shit sound like it's funky though. Shit look like it.
What, I had Dante
It
Storm
worked.
Akuma?
It probably
Does
works now.
I had
Yeah,
Dante Storm Akuma?
yeah. Storm.
Or did I
yeah.
pick Deadpool?
No, Dante Storm Akuma. And you was mixing me with Storm. I kept getting opened up by low. And
Your
I was
legs,
like,
your legs. Yeah.
It's tough. And I think, was it 3 out of 5 back then?
Yeah.
3 out
That
of
3 out of 5 standard came fast.
Fast.
Shout
As
out
it
to the
should.
curly.
As it should be. As it should be. That game is,
Shout outs.
3 out of 5 is still too fast. Like playing in a tournament, like I'm like, damn, bro, like
That's OD.
this shit is done in 2 games. Like I gotta pick it up.
shit.
Yo, that's OD. We came from that 2 out of 3 Marvel 2 era.
Yeah, but shit.
You gotta play.
I'm gonna keep it a stack though. That's why that shit wasn't as optimized back then.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. So imagine everybody one touch killing at that time. Like,
on some first attack shit, right?
yeah. So like, 2 out of 3, especially when you had guys like Justin alone delayed the tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
time
saying?
over.
Same,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like he plays somebody super offensive. He's gonna wear you out. You know what I mean? That's just that's just
too.
how it works out, man. I'm the prime example. You know what I'm saying? I do lay my shit out for years till I started hitting though.
Yeah, shout out Justin. Also, Justin is a big part of like how kind of tournament playing and just decision making got simple for me. Because honestly, I was good at the game, good at Marvel 3. But honestly, when I switched to like a more offensive character like Wolverine, but he's linear, so it's just like I have to just get in and I can either open you up, but like the combos, I don't have to worry about the combo. You can optimize, but if I touch you, you're probably dead, or I get a good, like, I just get momentum.
Yeah.
And, like, just seeing him just pull up and, like, low people to death, like, that's won me a lot of tournaments, man. Like, because people just don't know how to block. Like, people are just, they get shook when somebody's in their face,
Have you played Justin any games in Marvel 3?
I have played Justin Marvel 3. And, he beat me in a tournament once in Big 2. But we would play more. And then when I switched to Wolverine, like, Justin, that's my guy. Like, I remember I dead had his number once. And like, we used to text, and he used to be like, well, my first tournament was Evil, and I didn't even win a tournament. And I was just like, oh, well, let me see. But when we were starting to play like team tournament and stuff, when I had Wolverine, I smoked them in one game, Marvel. I think, I don't know, man. I'm talking my shit a little bit, but
You gotta talk that shit.
I think
Get it off
I'm
your
nice,
chest.
bro. I think I could beat Justin. Because that Tatsu assist is good. I know when he wants to call it, but I'm going to try to get my shit first, Like, I know that's Marvel 3. Is that like, yo, you're going to take my shit, and if I'm gonna have to take your shit. I have to do the best that I can do to like not get steamrolled.
AKA no turns for you.
Take
No
my
turns.
shit.
No turns for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
And I used to play PR Rog too. Like when we'd mirror match, but like the beginning of the thing, I'd step back to just get the thing set up, so then I wouldn't have to like gamble with like him throwing me.
Right.
And then we could work. We could beam battle. We could dive kick battle.
Yeah,
like
let's
we
play
could do
some
whatever.
nooks.
Yeah,
Let's
Play
play
some
some
nooks.
nooks.
Yeah. Like they said, we could work. He said we could work.
He
The
said,
beam
then we
battle.
can work. He said, let me get away from that. You know, you want to guess at the beginning, you want to fit, nah, fuck all that. You know,
Your best victory. The guy that you was like, oh yeah, I knew I was gonna smoke his shit. I think I know who it is. I think.
I'm dead. I think my best like moment in fighting games would probably be that Neo when I beat
That's
Neo.
what I had in the back.
Because
back
that
of
was
the pocket.
like that's like something that like I visualized, like a crowd going crazy, a ballroom going crazy. But honestly, that's not I'm not the most proud of that, just because it's like I got far in tournament, but I always want to win the tournament.
Facts.
The ones where you win the tournament's always the best one, you know, or like you played like a long set coming from losers, you come back from that. Like that's a good feeling
Yes,
too.
it is. Yes, it is.
I know you had Summer Jam.
I had a couple with fucking
Chris G, right?
Chris.
You came back from losers. I remember seeing that. I mean, I was happy for you, but of course I was on like I
You was rooting
wanted.
for Chris here? That's
I was
love.
rooting for Chris.
It's love.
But like I was like, yo, shit, he's fucking him up with Dante, bro. Because he was playing Firebrand, and I was like, this is ugly, bro. And he was playing Akuma.
Nah, he didn't play that on me.
He wasn't playing Virgil. Not at the time.
No, he played not Virgil. He had Morgan Doom Akuma.
Yeah. And
So
I was like,
so that's a little fun fact. He actually started playing Virgil after that tournament.
as he should.
Yeah,
because
no, that's when it was evolving. That was evolving.
that team
like
is
the game,
cheap.
man.
That team is hard. Like,
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
like that's what I'm saying is that like I feel like I could beat Justin because Justin, while he's an amazing player, he has Wolverine, Storm, Akuma, which are great. They have their own chemistry and they can beat the top.
But
tier
overall, it's
team.
trash. Yeah, overall, it's trash.
But sometimes it's just hard to just fuck with Morgan sometimes, or like Zero, because like they really can just like not let you play. You know. But Zero's a demon character. So any match I beat Zero in, that's another good match too.
Yeah, me too, man. So I like.
I know Phoenix is one of yours. Phoenix used to be, but I actually played the character.
You
so
know
I
what
joined the
it-
dark side. So
You
it's
know what
fun.
it is? You know what it is? It wasn't necessarily all right. Phoenix, yeah, it was pissing me off, but Phoenix was getting me at the wrong times though. Like I would make it like top 5, like winners finals position, and then I'll get my shit burned. Like it was one of those. You know what I mean? And then when I stopped like really playing, and then I was still placing, I was still getting like top 16, top 8s, but then there was more Phoenixes. Like it was getting bad. You know what I mean? But when I started playing Tim Nemo, I didn't have that problem no more. It's when I had Dante and Spencer.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
When I had Tim
Because-
Nemo, I never had that problem no more.
In your opinion, who's the greatest of all time, Marvel 3?
Marvel 3? Yo, can I like real talk?
Real shit.
I think
Real shit.
damn, greatest one person. One person.
One
One
person.
person.
One person.
There's
I
only
think,
3 names.
I think
really.
optimized Brody, like if he goes like super try hard mode and like with steel nerves, Chris G. But that's with nerves. But we all know that Chris can get emotional and that he can get tilted.
Get it? That's absolutely.
I think try hard ultimate Champ.
Sure. Okay.
Because yo, I'm not gonna lie, Champ is one of those players I wish I played more, but he was one of those players where I was nice in tournament, like making top 16, top 8. But like we sat down, we played, and he was just beating me. And like I was kind of playing on autopilot, but his style forced me into that. So that's somebody like
the neutral guys,
I
for
really want to
sure.
get a run back with, because it's just like that's hard. Like that Wolverine, I probably won't even play Wolverine against him, but that chase, like that shit is
Oh yeah.
a demon
Oh,
in its
yeah.
own right.
One thing I always give credit to
And
Champion.
his
Me,
defense is crazy.
me and him had his beefs, but I will give him his credit where credit is due. He is one of the best players, and on top of that, he definitely with his shit talk alone was motivating me to smoke him and just anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the GOAT to you?
In Marvel 3,
Yeah.
if Justin wasn't lazy, it would be Justin. 100%.
Justin's good. Justin's always good at every game. Great at every game. Not good. He's great at every game.
If Justin actually went the route of a Wolverine doing Virgil, I think shit would have been a lot more different. But he wanted to do it his way. And he did it. He won the chip. You know what
He
I'm
won
saying?
a chip,
He
which
got
is-
his ring with it.
Should have won.
And that's GOAT shit too.
And he should.
He
And he,
dropped
and he
against
should have
Flocker.
won
He
too.
shoulda won
My man did the
too.
type. You remember how he lost?
Against Flocker?
Yeah.
That was
He had the
Heartbreaking.
last game, the game-winning combo, and he literally
I remember
on the
seeing it in
Infinite he got
person.
typhooned by mistake,
Oh yeah, he infinited.
and then he
bro.
launched him 0 good game, peace out.
Yeah,
Bro, to watch that in person. Now, shout out to Flocka. He worked hard to get there, but that definitely should have not been his. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
remember seeing that shit too. Cause it was he come from losers and he reset it, right? Oh my god, he had a crazy comeback.
That was heartbreaking.
That was heartbreak. I was commentating that shit. I was there like, and I'm like, oh my God, he's about to win. Oh, then that shit happened, bro. We
Commentator's
was
curse?
watching that shit crazy, boy.
Okay, yeah, Justin. Yeah, Justin.
Nah, but if Justin wasn't lazy, for sure. Damn, you know who could have been even greater? I'm gonna be honest, just to have an honorable mention. I feel like Moon should have been higher, but the only thing with Moon's was he was too solid for his own good, man. So those are the players that I love playing. Anybody that likes to play super solid, those are the ones I like to pick up on. Like you got to be a little savage, you got to be a little nasty to like throw me off. You know what I'm saying? But like if you super clean, super solid, a good chance I'm gonna smoke your shit. You know what I'm saying? But like that was the only thing I felt like Moon should have been higher.
Yeah, he's eliminated me from tournament a couple times.
You
Hurt
did,
ones too.
did to him too. You beat him a couple times too.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Who else that could have been?
Moons is good.
Moon's definitely. Those are good picks. I mean, Champ is definitely up there. Chris G's definitely up there. I mean, just on paper, Chris is the best. On paper, like there's no doubt about it. And he finished it off with a ring too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Yeah, Chris is good.
So we talking realistic, Chris? Realistic? Oh, we talking theory or realistic?
Real shit.
Oh, really?
No. Whatever you feel.
No, no. I could go theory all day. What I'm saying.
I'll take. I would take Champ in that then, but like realistic because Champ's team too. More Mag Doom Phoenix. That shit is cheap, bro. That's a good team. That's a well balanced team. You can kill off any hit. You can play that team however you want. You don't even need Dark Phoenix for that team. You can play that team straight up like that. Use meter. You good. You know, like that's a good team. If your movement is optimized, combos optimized, it's a hard team to beat. That's 4 against 3.
Listen, man, and the thing about Champ, out of everybody, Champ is definitely the one with the most work ethic.
Yeah,
For sure. Like this guy just grinds. Like literally,
same dry combo.
dude, the
Just doing
dude
it, drilling it, bro.
to prepare for Nemo, this dude flew me out, bro. He said, "Yo, we gotta play all day." Flew me out for 2 days, 3 days straight. I'm there playing him Nemo versus Magdoom Phoenix, Magdoom Domamo. Like shit is crazy.
One
bro.
of my
Like,
favorite sets, honestly. That first to 20, bro.
with when I went 1920.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was OD.
That
That
shit
was
was
OD.
crazy, son. That shit was wild.
That
boy.
was a lot of bread up too, B.
I mean, that's good.
It's a lot of
That's what
bread
I
up
like
too.
to see.
That
I don't like
was
to see them playing man hard for like 50 beans, bro. Like,
Yeah, nah,
bro. Play for money, bro.
And the thing that's pretty cool was right about that match is so this is what I was told from a lot of the folks in Japan. I'm not gonna say no names, but they see Nemo as the Japanese Filipino champ.
Okay.
That he's arrogant, that he feels like he's just better than everybody and shit like that. Which you should if you're competitive at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Be confident.
Yeah, you got it. You can't. I mean, it's cool. It's great to be humble. You could be a humble winner, but if you feel like you're great at the game and nobody can stop you, bro, then you can really say whatever you want, man.
Talk your shit, yeah, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say, realistic is either Chris. Damn, that's too hard to answer for me, man. Because there's too many factors. That's why I said shit like if Justin wasn't lazy, it would be Justin. You know what I mean? It could be for anybody. I felt like I would have made it super far if I even more if I actually stuck with Zero May Cry. Like little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it all depends on the team compositions of the players. That's just Justin. Very impressed with Justin to not do it with Doom Virgil, man. That's real shit.
His Virgil's good too.
It
Justin's
is?
Virgil's very
Yeah.
good. It's very simple, but you know the thing about Virgil is that he's a simple character, bro. He has tools, and it's a lot of spacing, and exactly most of the time you just make as long as you make them block a button, you don't whiff anything, you're good.
Another
That's
player too. I felt like if he would have just actually slowed down and thought sometimes, Clockwork.
Yeah, no,
Clockwork would have
that
been one of those
team-
guys too.
That team, that's my. If I don't play Wolverine, that's the team I'm playing.
Yeah,
It's Team Winrich. It ain't Team Clock. Nah, I'm just like.
and listen, and no
But
diss.
me and Dan be playing. We
Yeah?
had games and
I could've
we
imagined.
love playing each other. We have good times.
Yeah.
Now this is no disrespect to my man Daniel Maniago.
Yeah, that's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? But he was a little bit too nutty for his own good. And I mean, and this is no diss to him. He's got like one of the best for sure. But that Hagar assist, anything that could slow him down.
That's true. You can see when people be Pringles and Hagar assist,
So-
or any like
over.
overextension assist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't everybody. It was more so Kane. Like, yo, I would see him and Kane play, bro. That shit was like heartbreaking. I'm like, yo, not only does he have to hit Hulk a couple times, he had to hit him with a couple resets. If the TAC Infinite didn't land or like he didn't land a couple resets, he wasn't gonna kill Hulk. You know what I'm saying? So like, shit like that, man.
I could have beat Kane the last time we played, bro. And Reflex.
I mean, you got Wolverine. That's hard. That's tough.
That big
Kane.
tournament, boy. Yeah, but I dropped it. I'm stupid. I played my first game, but this was first to 4.
Oh yeah.
I played my first game. I was like, let me try out my Morgan, but my Morgan was so bad. But I was also like, oh, Virgil missiles, like that's fire. But I didn't even get a chance to play because he kept hitting me with the incoming with Lariat. That shit is unblockable, bro.
That shit.
I was like, yo, I don't even know what to do.
You know what side you in?
But then when I switched to Wolverine, I brought it back, and then he beat me last game, and I was just like, oh, rough.
Oh man,
Good shit, Kane. Yeah, champ. That's a champ too. So hey, give him his respect.
Yeah.
That's a fact. But yeah, man, I would have to say, yo, that really got me thinking about that shit. Mobile 3 the best. What about you, Chris?
Justin.
Okay, good.
Justin.
Damn,
I know Justin. And I know how godlike Justin is too.
ridiculous.
You know, I say that I have an affinity for fighting games. He is Mr. Fighting Games. Because he still makes content to this day. He still plays. I follow him. I follow like the shit that he be doing and like the little like while he has his kid and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's still doing combos, still playing like random games too.
Yeah.
Like he's just this is his thing. Fighting games is his
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah, bro.
That build him, man. Right now he's on a challenge. He's trying to win 100 tournaments before the year ends. I think he's up to like 87, if I'm not mistaken.
He got it.
So he's almost he's good. He's good.
He got it, bro.
He been entering random shit. So he played like this random ass freaking superhero a tournament. Like it was like with DC heroes. That shit was random, bro. But he got the dub on that though, regardless.
Hey, as long as there's a life bar and it's head to head,
Justin Wong.
I'm chilling, bro. It's still the same. It's still fireball. You jump, I hit you. I uppercut you. It's still the same.
Anything you miss of the fighting game community? I mean, you're still involved, but just in terms of just in general, especially with these times.
Anything I miss? Competing. I miss competing a lot. I mean, recently I did that local, the Mixed Masters, and then the week before that, where there was actually comp, I won it. I beat Prodigy in grand finals, and yo, that was just fun, man. Like that was just fun. And then also like because a lot of people in like my regular life don't know that I used to play, and then they find out I play. They they congratulate me, and it's good. It's just fun.
Feels good too, huh?
It's good just competing, playing. I miss majors. That is one thing I miss, and like. Because I was like so young back in the day, it was harder. But now as an adult, like if I really wanted to do something, you learn that you can make time for it. Like you can call work, you can take time off, you can just get everything. If you really wanted to compete, that's something I miss. Competing.
Okay.
I miss the camaraderie. I was thinking on the drive here, I missed like the salty sweets. Those are fun.
Classics.
Or like when it would just dial down. I remember once in a Big E tournament, we went to like he had a suite, and Chris was there. And then after we were playing games, that's where I played Clockwork a lot. It was like an NEC. And then after that, they were like, yo, let's do Punch Out. I got money that Big E can beat Mike Tyson.
I was on that floor. I was there.
You was there too, and then you tried it. You tried it too.
I was there.
And then, bro,
he was getting his shit cooked. When you was talking wild shit, who was it you talking wild shit to? It was Big E, right?
Big E.
He was like, "Come on, dog. You can't beat this. You can't beat this boy."
The little when he was slipping, he was the little body. You missed
Tyson.
your slip, bro. Body.
Oh yeah. Chris been getting bodied by that shit across many generations. You end up beating it though.
Yeah.
That's hard.
But it be taking a while though.
Yeah.
Yo, I've heard all the excuses under the book, son. My man Chris be like, yo, this model is laggy though. Like, I'm not gonna dodge the punch all the time.
This is laggy, bro. Facts. I mean, yo, bro, that speed run. It's a speed run. You can't get hit. So that whole thing is like, and comparing it to speed runs, that's like doing a long ass combo and just not dropping it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Chris had that shit on his phone.
A long ass sequence, bro.
On the touchscreen, I had it on the touchscreen.
He's like, yo, this shit is different from the console, B.
I'm weak on the phone.
Yo, I swear to God, you still got
the
it?
phone too.
I got it still.
Can you go to Tyson right now?
I can. I don't know if I want to do
Yo,
that.
let me get a quick round.
Cheat code.
Wow.
Or you can just. Oh wow.
Otase.
He dead just got it.
Got it on his phone.
That is fire.
Let me see that.
Let's see if he got the cheat code.
Oh, he knows all that shit.
He know it. Yeah, he know it. Oh, he really playing Mike Tyson though. He doing the AB.
Fight him on this?
No way, bro.
Oh, let me get that. Let me get that one time. Mm-hmm.
0, 0.
Sorry, guys. This is a classic.
Yeah.
You've seen it before. Spooky got it on his channel. Mike Tyson Punch Out Challenge by Chris Matrix.
Top 10 FGC beefs, bro. Chris Matrix and Mike Tyson.
That's real shit. That's actually real shit.
That's
that shit stems back from freaking NEC. Like, what was that? 06?
Yo,
That was 06 or 05?
Something like that. Damn, y'all want me to fight this guy?
One time.
Real quick. If you get body, just go. It's
You
okay.
get body, you
I
get
just
body.
wanted to see, just for the culture, you know.
Talk to him.
Oh, we got the sound. Ding, ding. Fight.
Oh my god.
Oh, I remember they were saying some shit. He was like, he's eating teal. He's eating teal.
Oh, pink on teal.
Pink on teal. Okay.
That man turned insta pink.
Get up, champ. Pink on teal, man. That's classic.
That boy looking good.
Oh. It's okay.
For the
It's,
culture. You hear that music?
There's 8 frames lag on that, bro. It's the emulator, bro. It ain't game. There you go.
We
Get
kick it up?
No. It's okay.
Just one time. That's all.
It's okay. You did your thing, bro.
Yo, now I want to beef with him. I might go home and stream that now.
Yeah.
Now I want to beef with him.
That
Exactly.
man Tyson was looking at him for a hot minute. That's just
My
a
man said,
My man Tyson.
You see that shit before? Yo.
He's nice with it,
Oh,
though.
Oh
man.
gosh.
I'm dead.
All right, Winrich. Floor is yours, man. Shout outs. Everything. But first and foremost, before you say that, thank you for coming through, my brother.
Yo.
That was just so last minute. I was like, yo, man, Winrich need to just come on the show.
I love it. I got a DM from Yipes, and he was like, "This is random," and I was like, "Oh, I'm waiting." And then there's no frills, and I was like, "Oh wow."
Which dog's gonna ask you for some cash or some
It
shit?
is a pleasant surprise. Nah, I mean, hey man, when you see something so random, you expect
the worst?
You know, not expect the worst. You just expect the most random. You know.
Okay.
But no frills. This is great, bro. Honestly, it's an honor. Thank you guys for having me. Shout out to you guys. Honestly, I want to give a shout out to you guys for just, you know, chopping it up, seeing you guys again. You know, bringing it back to like history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bringing memories of Master CJ not splitting with me because I'm still thinking about it. Nah,
Years later, we don't fuck with you, Master CJ.
Master
Shout out to CJ, man.
CJ. Yup.
It's love. But yeah, floor's yours, man. Shout outs.
Yeah, I just want to shout out everybody. You know, I hope everybody's, you know, doing good, taking care of themselves, being the best person they can be. You know, being good to everybody else. I want to give a shout out to my family, my mom. You know, everybody. My sisters, my son, my cat Kobe. That's my cat. Can't wait. I'm gonna see him when I get home. I just want to shout out to the Marvel 3 community because we be pulling up, and you know everybody that I've been playing with, Escalante, Crazy Joe, Prodigy, No Life. You know, I wanna give this a quick shout out. Yo, if anybody wanna money match me or play me, it's all good. It's all for fun, but I'm with it. I'm with the smoke. Anybody, West Coast. I never really played West Coast people when I used to play them. So anybody that want to come pull up South, you know, Florida, anybody want to play me, you know where to find me. I mean, I might be a little difficult, but you come to New York, we'll play. Or if we go out.
He want all the smoke.
He want all the smoke.
OD.
Yo, Winrich again, man. This Pound Cake City. I must have gave this dude like
Hey,
6
it's all
packs.
good. Yo,
It's love.
that's how it's like, bro.
That is love.
That's
It's
how
love,
it's like.
man.
There's a clip of J. Cole and Luca. Like they meet each other at the All-Star game, bro. They gave each other like 4 daps in like 30 seconds. They gave them the intro dap, the I respect what you do dap, and then the before the last dap, and then the closeout dap. And then that's just how it be, like, you know.
But yeah, man. Chris, any last words? You good?
Nah, man. No. It's Winrich, man. It's been a pleasure, man. It's great to see you, bro.
I
It's
know,
great
right?
to
It's
see you.
awesome, guys.
Yeah, man. But you know what? We're gonna close out No Frills Podcast, man. We catch you next week. Please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, all that good shit. Hit the likes.
48.
Yeah, and let us know facts. And let us know in the comments who you would like to see. Just shoot the shit with us, man.
Yeah,
Be
of
safe.
course.
Have a good
Chop
one.
it up, guys. Have a good one. Take care.
Peace.